Metalheads Podcast. Metalheads Podcast. Go.
Hello and welcome to the Metalheads Podcast. My name is George.
This is Jay.
This is Will.
This is John.
This is Matt.
This is Marcus-on.
Has anybody ever noticed that Will likes to do an uncomfortably long pause before he identifies himself? I was sort of like, there he is.
It's like he's squeezing it out.
I mean, he's trying to decide, do I want to identify myself?
Do I really want to be associated with this
associate
trash?
myself with this.
God, it's so embarrassing these guys put up with me for this long.
So we've been away a while since Decibel, and it's been hard to schedule, but we're back.
Still hungover.
Yeah. Well, I am after being at Atlas last night. Jeez, I
Were
don't know what you put in that beer. I only had like 4 or 5, and you know.
Oh, my number keeps going up. I didn't realize it was that many.
But yeah. Anyway, before we get started, make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, look us up on Bandcamp.
What are we on all those platforms?
Well, on Facebook, we're Metalheads Podcast. On Twitter, I am Disciple OV Metal.
Catatonic Jay.
Brew Metal Will.
Uncomfortable pause. Brew Metal Will.
So
I want to
he
do a hashtag uncomfortable pause, but it's gonna be like this: hashtag space uncomfortable pause. We'll use that.
You're gonna need another hashtag then.
Oh, ellipses is better. Yeah, well played.
everything for me is White Cluster 69.
All mine are Dead of Northern Darkness. You're probably better off on Instagram.
My Twitter is Darth-san, and my Instagram is Darth Marcus-on.
Nice.
With an A, apparently.
Yes, not a no. So last night, John and I had the pleasure of going to Will's show at Atlas Brew Works, featuring Scalder, Bane, and the mighty Uhtcearu. Will, thank you for putting that on.
Yeah, thank you, Will. And thanks all the staff at Atlas.
Yes,
Thank you.
them too, and the bartenders who took such good care of us. And Blake.
Sorry, was that a long enough uncomfortable pause? I was like, really?
Yeah. No, but
We got
And the
a
taco
grudge
guy.
match.
anyway,
I felt like I was holding in like a massive pee. Like, oh my God, no, I can't wait any longer. Okay, I got it.
he's just staring at us. It's creepy. Even without the clown mask. But it was a great show. And of course, the tacos were good.
Yeah.
Fred the taco guy.
Yep.
love
Fred.
that
Okay. See, Uhtcearu were shaming me for just calling him Taco Guy and not giving him a name. I was like, I'm just Taco Guy.
Fred the taco guy.
Yeah. All right. Well, we did. John and I and a little bit of Will did an interview with Uhtcearu last night before the show, and we're going to play that for you now. All right. Hello. This is George, and
John.
we are here with the guys from Uhtcearu.
What's up? I'm Dustin. I'm Zach.
This is Noel.
Welcome back to Atlas, guys. I know this is only my first time seeing you here, but you were here before, and you came back anyway.
We came back anyway because it was absolutely an amazing experience with amazing people, and we would do it many more times whenever we can.
Will said you had to say that, didn't he?
Yeah, basically he paid us to.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. So this is the 8th date on your tour, I believe. How's the tour going?
Tour's going great. We're very proud of the songs we're playing. We're very proud to be playing alongside Bane, who's a great band with great songs themselves, great performers. And I think we really have raised our game in live performance and musically as well for the songs we've written. And we're playing almost exclusively songs from the new record, which called Madness and Creation, which we're very proud of in and of itself.
And that is your third album that just came out earlier this month.
Third album, yep.
All right. God, you just reminded me of something. Okay. Impromptu question. How many shows did it take for you to feel like you were really clicking? I know some people are like, it's not till like the third show that you really, or were you just like out the gate like, boom, awesome?
The first show we played was sort of a special circumstance, so a little bit of the pressure was off.
It's a good story, too. It's a good story.
Well, tell it.
So the Milwaukee Bucks were playing the Toronto Raptors, of course, while we were in Toronto, and we're all from the Milwaukee area, just about, and just circumstance would have it that that game would be on the same night of our, tour, and the promoter of the venue decided to postpone the show until the end of that game, which obviously caused some alarm for the attendees and the booker of the show, and it felt like we were on a TV show, basically.
A lot of drama.
Oh yeah, a lot of drama. The Bucks lost, so that's just as bad. Just as bad as the show being postponed is that it was postponed and the Bucks lost. So
if they'd won, at least it'd been worthwhile.
We could rub it in all their faces, so that'd be nice. But yeah, just an unfortunate first show of the tour. But it was just funny and, an interesting experience, It was funny. We were thinking about booking a Detroit show or something before Toronto just to get ready for, going into Canada and starting this again and working our way through some of the bigger cities like Toronto, Montreal, etc. And it turned out that Toronto ended up as a practice show. Go in there, okay, this is a weird one. Let's just get it done and keep moving. But Canada was great, all in all, fantastic.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
I would like to say, I think by Montreal, though, I think Montreal was the first show that we were really on point, and then it just kind of Rochester, New York was the next night, and yeah, it just went from there. Yeah, so Montreal, I would say, to answer your question.
All right. So both Marcus-san and Matt, who are nowhere near here, did send us some questions to ask. And Marcus-san's questions are always better than all the rest of ours because he writes comic books, and so he's a wordsmith.
He's just smarter, I bet.
He is just basically smarter than all of us combined. So the first Marcus-san question. You've been playing shows with Bane on the Aphotic Realms North American tour. How did the tour come about, and how has it gone for you so far, which obviously we've already covered?
The tour came about because we wanted to plan a tour, and we had been in contact with Bane a little bit kind of on and off, and knew they were a touring band who was kind of actively looking for bands to tour with.
But they're from Serbia.
The main...
Not exactly around the corner.
The main guy, Branislav, is from Serbia, but he lives in Montreal. And he now has a band surrounding him to perform these Bane songs. But a huge amount of the credit goes to Branislav as well as Zach and Noel for actually doing the legwork to set it up. I'm not the logistics guy at all. This is Dustin speaking. Zach and Noel, all about contacting promoters. They do a great job, as well as Branislav himself, of booking shows and getting it done. Because these things don't happen overnight. It's a huge amount of work that goes into actually being able to be at a certain place in a certain time so that someone will pay you to perform music there.
It's also, having toured together before, when a tour goes well, which it basically always has whenever we've toured together, which we toured in a previous band as well together. So it's kind of inevitable that if we release new music, the best way for us as a band to get it out is to tour, living in different cities. It's almost more opportune to all right, let's plan this extended time period together to do this versus you come down this weekend to Milwaukee to play a show, then we'll go up to Minneapolis or, so forth. So just worked out that way, and I think it was destined that we would, if we put out this album, there's got to be a tour.
Okay. And Marcus-san continues. He has a 2A and a 2B to this. How have your new songs been received?
I don't think I've ever asked anybody this question and had them go, yeah, they hated it. Yeah. But, you know.
To be perfectly honest, it's interesting playing with Bane because they're kind of like a full-bore melodic black and death metal band. And they're like on 100% the whole show. And our songs are a little bit more dynamic in terms of high and low points. So we definitely have adjusted set lists accordingly, so fans aren't as jarred between the two bands. I think we fit well together, but at the same time, live, you know, things can happen because some of our songs have some very quiet parts, very mellow parts to them. Generally, though, I'd say very well received. Yeah.
It's interesting to hear people who typically may only listen to, you know, extremely aggressive extreme metal, you know what I mean, maybe all their black metal and death metal is more on the all the time aggressive, you know, versus, you know, Uhtcearu, we have a little bit more esoteric parts, you know, some prog influence, so you're gonna have some of those points where it's like, let's just go into this thing because it's really cool and it's gonna be strange to people, and I think it's been pretty well received. A lot of those fans have come to us, including Bane has been very generous with just every single show. They're like, wow, we're so glad to be performing with you guys, and it's the same for them too. You know, it's just been fantastic so far.
Awesome. Moving on to Marcus on part B. He wants to know, what is your favorite song to play live?
I want to pass that one to think about it more. So Zach.
I would probably say Fervent Return at this point. You know, it's a little bit longer one, but it's just super dynamic, especially the second half after that interlude kicks in. Like, it's just fucking awesome. Yeah.
You know, it's tough. I would say Final Hour is a really cool song for me, just because it's like a trip. You know, there's different phases to it. It kind of reminds me of like a King Crimson song where they'll say like in the song, this is part one. This is part
John's
two.
nipples just got hard.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. Or you're welcome. You're welcome. That's true.
King Crimson?
Yeah, King Crimson. But yeah, you know, I like the longer songs. The other longer song on the album is Unforsaken, and it's just richer in emotion, and to perform it is like strenuous, you know what I mean? Because there's also parts that you have to nail in there. So as the drummer, it's like, okay, that's really satisfying to sink into the part there. And
you know, I'm glad you brought that up, because on this album, I noticed your playing is just not straight ahead blast beats and fills. Right. You're more dynamic, I think, on this one. You're more rhythmic.
Thank you.
So, and that's to all you guys, though. I mean, especially with the interludes like you talked about. And it's obvious the album it's not that different for you guys, but it's different. So is this something you guys all decided you wanted to do, or is it someone came in with something and said, hey, I'm kind of thinking I might want to try this, or did it just develop? Because you're all doing something a little different this time compared to the first two albums, but still in the umbrella of the Uhtcearu universe, you know, which I like a lot. I dig that. I mean, you guys ready? We joked about that last time. I'm the prog guy. They said, what's the song you like the most? And I think you nailed it. You're like, it's got to be the prog one on the last album. And I was like, fuck, you got me. You know, so.
Is the Uhtcearu universe right next to the Marvel universe?
Which one?
The Marvel universe?
Oh, man.
Are they like adjacent?
DC right now. That can't be, right?
That's true. That's true. All right, back to Dustin again.
I was gonna say Rise because it's like the most kind of fist pumping song we have, but I'm actually gonna go with Final Hour as well because there's 2 lead breaks in it, which being in a
50% more.
50% more lead breaks, and it's just fun, you know. You get to be a rock star for 15 seconds, and that's, you know, makes me feel good. I think people like to see somebody up there feeling good. So, yeah.
You guys actually have more just kind of rock star moments, though, in the way you play. There's some moments where you just go straight riffs and just let it ride for a little bit, and it almost nobody knew what you guys played normally. But like, oh, this is all right, and then you come back with something else. Like, okay, that's the change. No, I noticed that. It seems like you guys are having a lot. It sounds like you're having a lot of fun playing those parts, just from what you're saying already.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, about the little bit of sonic change in this album, I think we had more fun writing the songs. And like, I think the difference in the sound is we were thinking more about songwriting as opposed to just like making songs to get out there. If that difference makes sense.
It's not so much that we set out to say, okay, well, we did this on For Darkness to Subside, so now let's try this. Or I think it's a kind of a natural progression of just, we explored certain ideas on the last album, touched on some progressive elements and different things, expanded some ideas that might be interesting, and we just kind of continued on with that, letting go of the bounds of like what a death metal or black metal band, or a melodic death metal band has to necessarily do.
All right. Marcus-san has another question, which is sort of similar to what John just asked. He said, madness in creation takes your band into more progressive waters than previous efforts. But changing it up a little bit, what inspirations or experiences led you in that direction for this album?
I would say personally for me, playing the drums for this band it's really cool because I get to experiment with different things that maybe a band that is more rigid in their subgenre, wouldn't necessarily include. Like I play in several different bands in Milwaukee, but this one has that freedom just because I think it is just a group of friends trying to play the coolest music that they can make. And we all listen to a bunch of different things, and eventually that stuff is going to sink into your consciousness, and you're going to want to experiment with all the different tastes you have. So I think it's part of just loving a bunch of different music and playing different music outside of this band, which we all do as well. So that's what I would say.
That's interesting then, because I follow you guys on all umpteen number different platforms, but I know Zach and I are always liking stuff that we post on Instagram, and I'm like, I always see what he's listening to. So if your next album goes even further, I'm going to know exactly when it started, because he likes a lot of the music that I like that's non-metal or less metal, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. So
to spend a little time kissing your ass, I just have to say that I found you guys on the first album, and I dug it, which is when I was like, hey, let's get these guys on. So then when Darkness came out, I was like, hey, I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, hey, this is even a little better. And then the new one, Madness, I was like, wow, this is even better. And it was very stark for me today, because I started with the new album on my drive into work this morning. Took me longer than that to get in, so I went back to Darkness, and I was like,
even though it's a short album.
Yeah, it shouldn't take me that long to get into work, but it does. And I was like, okay, well, I mean, I like this, but I can hear how this is even just like a little different, a little more polished, and just, awesome. So congrats on that.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're so incredibly humbled just to hear stuff like that. And I mean, to be fair, I think music is about growing personally for a lot of bands, and the fact that we've been together now for 3 years, that's not meaningless. We're more comfortable with each other, we're more comfortable with each other's writing, and we're more comfortable in and of ourselves with our own writing and our instruments. So these things...
More comfortable with your bodies?
Oh, yeah.
As men?
We are shirtless tonight at the show. Ladies?
Ladies? Wait, ladies where? Oh, there they are.
Ladies at this metal show.
All right, so, excuse me. So Matt wants to know about the recording process for the album in terms of how it has evolved over time, or maybe how things have stayed the same.
That's a great question, because it kind of feeds off the last little question there of, a big testament to our comfort of the band when it relates to recording is Shane Hostetler, who we record with at House Street Studios in Milwaukee. He just does a killer job, total pro. If you haven't listened to his stuff, you should check out all the albums. I mean, it's basically a list of great metal bands these days, punk bands, indie bands that he does.
Name a few.
Let's see, Seath, Lost Tribes of the Moon, Northless. Oh my God, caught me off guard here. I mean,
those are three big ones.
Yeah, those are a couple of metal bands that just roll off the top of my head here, but just tons of different bands from the Midwest area, mainly Wisconsin, but he does a lot of different acts around that area as well.
All right, cool.
I guess I'd say about the recording process, we were pretty straightforward with Shane, and he agreed that like you want to make each album sound better than the previous one.
Right.
And that doesn't always mean playing more complicated things or like taking more time to record, but being in a certain position so that everything is right where it needs to be in terms of the song and in terms of the production. So we definitely tried hard to do that, and we took a little more time on this album. Not a lot, but a little bit more in the studio to get what we wanted.
Okay. Marcus-san and Matt both asked about lyrical themes. Marcus-san says, the songs on Madness and Creation have a strong theme of rising and returning from darkness or death. What went into developing the overall theme for the album and writing the lyrics?
Just to start it off, because there's a lot of stuff going on, and we all kind of have different ways of thinking about the lyrics that are written. But I think one was to kind of bring it back from the previous album, which was much more, I think, aggressive lyrically. And just to think about what it means to kind of return from something devastating, whether it's death or something else. You know, death in metal albums many times is not actually about death. It's about something else. It's a metaphor for what people are going through in their lives, whether it's a tough moment, socially, financially, whatever. So yeah, that's my answer.
He has a follow-up to that, as Marcus-san does. It says, what significance does the theme of the album hold for you? Anyone?
You said the theme of the album? So, yeah, Madness and Creation. I don't know if we've never necessarily have touched on the theme yet. But I guess the idea behind, like, the phrase Madness and Creation to us is they kind of feed off one another a little bit. So you're going to have situations where you have the privilege to create. Oh, the taco guys here, great. Well, I'll be right back. Hold that thought. Let them set up first, right? Basically,
I want tacos now.
Yeah. So when you make tacos, you think about it this way: you have different toppings. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that.
That's actually what the album's really about. It's just big tacos.
Yeah, it's about tacos.
That is what life is all about.
I'm mad for tacos. But what were you?
To be clear about one thing that Noel actually brought up when we were kind of like midway through writing the album, he said something like, you know, these songs are kind of about what it's about to release songs. Right. So it's about the process of creating something and the quote-unquote madness it takes to produce something creative and then release it into the world where it takes on a life of its own. And sometimes it does things you don't expect, for better or for worse. And it changes your life as well. It doesn't have to just be about songs. Again, these are all metaphors, but for us, this is something we spend a lot of time thinking about and a lot of emotional energy putting into these things. So yeah, it definitely resonated for us that it was something worth talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Who did the album art?
So it was actually, we found it, I was listening to actually your podcast, and you guys brought up an album, I think it's called Oceans of Grief.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's the one with the guy kind of suspended, and I thought that was really cool album art, so I looked up who did it, and it was this Russian artist.
Was it Deviant Art?
Yeah, it was on Deviant Art, and I looked through his stuff, and I found this piece. We messaged him. We have the one that we picked for the album cover, and then another one which is on another T-shirt that we have over there. Messaged him about both, and he said, yeah, guys, just use whatever you want, you know, no charge, whatever, completely free. So we did that. Awesome. Yeah, we picked one and used the other one for T-shirt art, and we did the between the three of us, we did the layout and kind of chopped up the art. But the original piece was done by him.
You're welcome for leading you there.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Matt wants to know your thoughts on the Milwaukee, Minneapolis metal scene. We asked you this before, but Matt wasn't here. So.
Oh, well, I was going to say the Twin Cities is definitely much better than Milwaukee, in my opinion, at least.
This guy lives in Oshkosh.
I live in Oshkosh, where there's no metal scene. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I don't know. We get to play in both places quite a bit. We've been trying to slim it down a little bit more because you don't want to overplay.
So have I.
Yeah. Don't want to overplay. But I personally like playing Minneapolis more, or St. Paul, whatever, Twin Cities.
I mean, there's definitely a culture in the Twin Cities, especially with black metal, metal in general too, and I mean, even connection with metal and beer, which I probably don't need to go into. Which is just great, and people come out to shows, and it's awesome.
Well, you've got the heavy hitters like Panopticon and False, and Hammerheart's up there too. So I remember one of our first shows in the Twin Cities, we got to play with False and
Sunless were amazing.
Sunless, yep. Sunless at which is now closed. The Triple Rock and Hammerheart, did a special beer for that.
Mayeth as well.
Mayeth, yep.
Awesome band.
Yeah.
In defense of the 414.
Milwaukee.
Yeah. In defense.
Milwaukee, as Alice Cooper.
In defense of Milwaukee, as we say. Minneapolis and Milwaukee cannot be compared as cities. It's like saying Toronto and London, Ontario, or something. It's drastically different, in my opinion.
Taco guy's coming through.
Taco guys.
Hey, Taco guy.
That's right. I'm sure we'll figure out his name at some point. We can call him his name. Milwaukee.
Way to humanize him.
As we all know, had
He's Taco
one of
guy.
the greatest metal scenes, in the States for a little while, in like the 90s, basically, with Milwaukee Metal Fest. And, unfortunately, it has dwindled, and we have suffered so many closures of venues in the past, I'd say 10 years. I mean, I started going to shows in Milwaukee when I was like, 13, 14 years old, and I can, there's been more than 10 clubs that have closed down in Milwaukee that supported metal, and it's just really unfortunate, but the people who are there, who are still booking and trying to, carry that on and housing bands, it's fantastic. It just sucks that there is kind of like an exposure that happened, and it needs some help growing, so. But it's certain things are bigger in certain cities. So, yeah, a lot of bands skip Milwaukee too, which is really unfortunate. You have the options of Chicago, Minneapolis. Some bands go to Madison, Milwaukee. Bands start touring Milwaukee. God damn it, go to Milwaukee.
Hell yeah.
Need some shows. We're hungry.
I just want to mention that Will is here. He'll only be here for a moment. We have to get him on. Say hi, Will.
Hi, Will.
There you go.
I mean, hi, guys.
You have any questions you want to ask while you're here?
Who wants to do a lightning round real quick?
Okay.
Real quick. Who wants to do it? Who? Perfect. Dustin's going to do it. I'm going to ask you a question.
Let me do it.
I'm going to ask you a question, and you just have to respond instantly.
Instantly. If not before he's even done.
Yeah. If you don't respond instantly, you get poked in the face with a dick.
Oh, man.
He may like that. I don't know. How long you guys been on tour?
Our roadie does some questionable stuff, so this might not even be that weird for us. Yeah.
You know our podcast. You know how we roll.
Yeah. Okay, you ready? Yes. Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Beer or wine?
Beer, not even close.
IPA or stout?
Stout. Come on.
Missionary or doggy style?
Doggy style.
That's the first person to not stumble on that.
Yeah.
That was the easiest one yet.
Black Album or Ape Ass Rape?
Black Album.
I'm done.
He was sad you didn't go with Ape Ass Rape.
Yeah, well,
That's it. No, that's it. I just lost my composure after that one. I can't go on.
He got too excited thinking about that Ape Ass Rape.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I got to go do a million other things, plus watch the door to collect money for you guys. I love you. I'll see you guys later, obviously. And I saw you earlier, but I want to be on record that I'm actually here, working.
All right. I had an addendum of my own to the scene question, and that was, have any of you actually met Keith D in person?
Yes. I I see Keith not regularly, but when I see him, it's always a fantastic time.
I love Keith.
He's a hell of a guy, man. I mean,
I haven't met him yet.
Oh, you got to meet him. He's a fucking awesome dude. He's got a great band.
Bands.
Great bands.
He loves beer.
He loves beer. He loves travel. He was just in Iceland.
He was in Norway.
Norway. He's just traveling all over the place, man. I know he just got a nice new place in Milwaukee, and he's settling in there. And that dude's awesome.
We need to get him out here.
See him more often.
I literally want to make a trip out there just to see him, and maybe stop at a few breweries on the way.
Well,
but,
I would like to see his bands play some shows. It was actually in a.
Maybe you could convince him to play something with you.
Maybe we'll see. We when Arbor was a band, which was the band that me and Zach were in before Uhtcearu.
Is that a tribute to the Arctic Sleep album?
It's really funny because that's.
See, I know my shit.
That's how I met Keith. I'm pretty sure. I think, if I remember correctly, I mean it was years and years ago. I think he contacted Arbor and said, "Hey, you guys are really cool. I have a CD that's named after your band or whatever." I don't really remember. It was years ago, but we actually played with Arctic Sleep for one of their very rare live shows, and it was fucking sweet. So
I think that was the Passage of Gaia release show. Yeah.
Release show for their the release that they just had before this recent one.
Yeah, the one that's coming out now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fucking great guy and great band. Super talented, smart guy. Yeah.
I love Unearthed Elf as well.
Yep. They're super silly and just like fantastical, and
he's the hottest looking elf guy I've ever seen.
You should be in Lord of the Rings.
That hair, man.
Come on. Those ears. Woo.
Fucking what's his name? What's the blonde elf guy? The Orlando Bloom guy. Legolas, man. Fuck Legolas, man. Unearthed Elf.
We need Keith D.
All right. So there's a tradition on the podcast that you may or may not be aware of, but Matt will ask the band a question that they have no hope of knowing what the answer is, and they just have to guess and hope that they get it right. Okay. What is Matt's favorite song from the new album? You can all take a guess. That way you have 3 chances.
I think Matt's favorite song is probably Fervent Return, because I think it's the most aggressive at points, but it's also the most mellow at points.
Damn it. I would say Death at Hand.
Shit. I'm going to say Black Dreams.
Oh, he hates the whole album.
He hates. Trick question. He hates you guys. No. Final hour.
He's got good taste.
Yeah, he does. All right.
Did he?
They were gonna say.
Did he say why at all? Or?
He didn't. Matt, what the hell? Give me more details next time.
Email us.
Yeah, email us. Okay, so that reminds me, when I was listening with the headphones on this morning, and you mentioned Black Dreams, is that a backwards message I hear? Possibly at the beginning and at the end?
It might be, yeah, it might be, yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, who does that anymore?
Yeah. Well, we do, because we've obviously ran out of ideas, so we're just whipping up weird things to do in the studio while we're paying for free time, I guess.
So what does it say? Unless you're going to make me work for it.
Well, I mean, I don't know if we want to give it away, but it's a.
You're going to make me work for it. God damn it.
Honestly, it's a little bit of an inside joke, but it also kind of works because it's about. I'll tell you what it's about. It's about dividing into factions and like being confused about the world around you, where you only partially know what's going on.
So it's still actually creative and lyrical. It's not like, hey, I'm playing with myself and woo.
It is, but it's also from
not like an Iron Maiden one.
It's also from something.
Yeah, we didn't write it. It was pre-written. What I'm saying backwards.
It just so happens that the content of what is being said kind of does relate to the lyricism of the song. And we thought it would be an interesting place to put this, this message here, which is also an inside joke to us, just involving because we know where it's from. Yeah.
Well, at the end of this episode, I'm going to put a backwards message that says, woohoo, I'm playing with myself. Big bag of dicks.
There we go.
All right. Matt also wants to know if you can all go to Chuck E. Cheese when the next time you're in Minneapolis.
Chuck E. Cheese? I mean, I'm not like super into mechanical rats, and there's better arcade bars out there, but I mean, if somebody gives me free tokens, I wouldn't say no.
You'd be like, dude, Dave and Buster's is where it's at.
Yeah, basically.
I'm just going to point out that if Mechanical Rats is not a band name, by the end of this podcast,
it should be.
It has to be either a grindcore band or like garage rock.
There was like a sci-fi writer, the Stainless Steel Rat. I don't remember the writer's name, but I remember the Stainless Steel Rat.
It's kind of Simpsons reference too, the Mechanical Rat. A mouse, say cheese. Simpsons fans will get it.
Yeah. Another Marcus-on question. Now, we know the answer to this, but Marcus-on is still a new guy on the podcast, and he says, Uhtcearu is an Anglo-Saxon word that translates to pre-dawn anxiety or nighttime sorrow. He said, my wife and I watched 2 episodes of HBO's Chernobyl last night, and the next day she described feeling exactly that way. So, what keeps you guys up at night?
Oh man, so much stuff.
I'm mostly wet dreams is really, yeah.
Definitely up for that.
I mean, I'm a grad student right now, and so just like part of my job is to educate young people. And there's just a lot of crap young people need to know that they don't know, and the world around them is crumbling. So that keeps me up at night.
Fair enough. Also dark.
I mean, what keeps me up at night personally? Just existential crisis through and through. What am I doing with my life? What am I supposed to do?
I'm with you there.
How am I going to take care of my family? And, self-hatred and depression and rage and frustration with society, baby.
It's the usual suspects. All right. So we're nearing the mid-year. Do you guys have any favorite albums from this year so far?
I have one. I'd say the new Wormwitch album is up there for me.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Just awesome black and death metal. Plenty of melody, plenty of catchy parts. Can't say enough good things about it.
I would say Last in Line by Dio. I think that came out this year.
Yes, definitely. The hologram version.
Yes, yeah, I've been digging that one, yeah.
Anything a little more recent? It's okay if you don't.
The new Wormwitch is fantastic. I would agree with Dustin, 100%. Yep.
All right.
I can't really think of any, to be honest.
That's cool.
I've been listening to music from the 70s for like the past 4 years, and I'm not done yet. I need to check out more.
Still in 1976?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I'm listening to unreleased live edits of Mahavishnu Orchestra songs.
Damn.
I'm just joking. I'm not that big of a nerd.
He's not joking.
No.
He's not joking.
Well, you've been listening to it in the van the whole time, right?
I got one for you. Antonio Sanchez. Anybody know who that is?
Oh yeah, you showed me that album. Yeah.
He's one of my favorite drummers. He's a Latin jazz drummer, but he's really just a drummer because he does literally everything. He drums for Pat Metheny on tour. I don't know if he's released music with Pat Metheny, but he's been releasing like a new album like twice a year for the past like 3 years now. And he had an album, Bad Hombre, and he just put out another one that was called, I don't exactly remember what it was called, but that dude's fucking ridiculous. And I know it's about, this podcast is about metal, but that should, I've been listening.
We about all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
I got one more. Just to prove how unmetal I am, but I mean, I'm a huge Rammstein fanboy. And just like...
Okay, that's enough of that.
Yeah, the fact that they put out another album is awesome, and I dig it.
I
don't know if it'll be a top 10 or whatever, but...
Did the newest Soilwork album come out this year?
Yes.
Not this year? Yeah. I've been digging that. Yeah.
I was surprised how much I like that.
Catchy. Yeah.
John, what about you? See, I'm trying to trick him into giving something away.
You're gonna have to wait a little bit while longer to get my list.
Damn it! All right. Done with that one. This is my new. It's not so new anymore. I've done it a few times, but every interview now, I ask everybody. It's my signature question. What song, album, or artist had a major impact on your life and why? Who wants to start that?
I'll start it with someone that influenced my life as a musician. Billy Cobham, for sure. Anything by Billy Cobham. Mainly, his work with Mahavishnu Orchestra and his independent work with Spectrum. That stuff's just ridiculous. So that's just like a musical, not so much like, the ideology behind an album. But as far as a drummer, fucking Billy Cobham.
All right.
I would say, well, when I was younger, I would say Neil Young. John might back me up on this. Just in terms of songwriting, I mean, I still love the guy. He's releasing stuff on his archives page almost every week, just new stuff that was never put out officially as far as non-metal stuff. But as far as metal stuff goes, Dustin and I both grew up and got into metal pretty much because of Shadows Fall, who are no longer a band, which is unfortunate, but yeah, they were a huge influence on us.
I'd say personally, as someone who now plays music, Mark Knopfler specifically as a guitar player, and Brothers in Arms specifically as a track, that just like hit me like a ton of bricks when I remember my dad putting it on when I was a kid. And just, it really taught me a lot about what it means to play the instrument, and that sometimes it's not how fast you play, it's not the notes you play, sometimes it's the notes you don't play. Sometimes it's the noises that the guitar makes, even if it's not a note. And it's how the note rings out, not exactly how it's struck all the time. And it's just, to me, it's so emotional while being so smooth. And yeah, it changed my life. Yeah.
So Dire Straits question here. Sultans of Swing. He goes into the guitar solo. Does it bug you as much as it bugs me that it's kind of sloppy? That whole like he's like doing like an Eddie Van Halen thing there or whatever he's doing, but it always bugs me because it's like it's not real fluid. And I'm like, I cringe.
So it doesn't bother me at all because this is a song. It's funny that you brought up. Zach and I were in a cover band before we were ever in a metal band. We used to cover this song. And it's finger picked, like the Mark Knopfler uses his fingers. He doesn't use a plectrum. And so essentially I
thought it was sort of like an Eddie Van Halen kind of like...
No, that's exactly...
That's what it sounds like anyway.
The pattern is you could do that tapping on the fretboard, but Knopfler isn't doing that. He's picking the notes separately, so you're getting a lot of string noise because he's plucking the strings separately, where Eddie Van Halen just taps the fretboard. So, I mean, it's... One of the things I think is so cool about Knopfler is that you just won't be able to get all those little sounds that maybe they're not intentional, but you could never recreate that unless you're him, which is, I don't know, to me, that's part of what music is about, just something totally unique, personable, and in the moment. Like that, he could probably have played it cleaner, but the recording is what it is. You know, it's him playing it in the moment while they were still a young band, figuring out what they're doing. In 1979 or whatever it was.
And you can totally hear a Mark Knopfler influence on our new record.
Yeah.
In one of the songs, I'm not going to tell you which one, but you can hear it. Here's a hint. Matt's favorite song.
That narrows it down.
Very similar picking pattern, may have been purposely Knopflerized at the end of that song. Yeah.
And a new word has been coined, Knopflerized.
Yes.
Knopflerized, yes.
You can have that one, yeah.
Yes.
All right, John, you have any more questions?
Have a great show. No, I mean, we've covered a lot of ground. Outside of, I got one. The album's roughly 35 minutes long. Any plans for vinyl? We got a lot of vinyl fans out there that listen to us.
Oh yeah, we would love to eventually.
That was the album thought? Did you do that for that reason? 35 minutes? It just came out that way? Because I know there's been this kind of resurgence of bands who are like, we don't want to go past 45 minutes because we like releasing on single vinyl. So.
I guess we did think about it. We kind of had to see how the tour goes because obviously vinyl is not cheap.
It isn't.
Yeah. But we do have some plans and some ideas to press this onto vinyl and maybe include another song or two on it. And we'll see what happens, kind of thing. No promises there, but we would definitely like to release it on vinyl. Yeah.
All right. Anything else, John?
I'm sorry?
Anything else?
I think we're good.
All right. Well, thanks for talking to us, guys. We're looking forward to seeing you. Me for the first time, John for the second. Have a good show. Thanks for coming on.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. You guys rule.
Thank you very much.
All right, and we are back. Thanks to Dustin and Zach and Noel of Uhtcearu for speaking to us last night. And thank you for an awesome show, which we are going to do a quick post-mortem of now. So let's start with John. John, what did you think of Skulder?
It was cool to finally see them play. That's, I believe, Will, you can correct me if I'm wrong, it was their third show.
I think it was
Yep,
fourth.
third show ever. So the little bit of background, I'll just throw this out there, and then you continue, John. But
Sure.
Skulder is, so last night was all a black metal extravaganza, as I like to call it. So Skulder is, it's a 4-piece from Northern Virginia, and the lead singer and bassist is named Kerry. Or maybe I shouldn't tell his name. I don't know. Maybe he's like Euronymous Dedus Dickus or something on for his stage name for all I know. But Kerry is a brewer at Atlas. He's a great guy.
We like him.
Yeah. So that's
I got to meet him at Monk's. He was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so continue, John.
Yeah, so they started off the evening, and we had missed them the first time they played there, I guess, back in April, end of April?
420.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. And their set was cool. Interestingly, they got started a little late, but it seemed like you guys got the evening back on track pretty quickly. So, but they played what I thought was a full set for their time slot, and they were solid. That one guy in the band is really tall, and I didn't realize how tall he was until I stood next to him, and I thought, it's like, fuck, now I know what it's like to be short.
He's got to be like 6'5" or 6'6".
He's got to be more than that.
6.66. He's crazy.
He's
tall.
got to be. I wouldn't be surprised he was 6'8", because I was looking up to him, and I'm about 6'3". So, but they were cool. And it was nice to see him because I know he's been talking about it. So I enjoyed the set.
I liked his black metal nipples.
It was great.
They were
about
wearing
Kerry's-
corpse paint.
He stayed in costume for about a good hour afterwards because it was so freaking hot inside the brewery. It was very warm here yesterday. What, 90 something?
So on Sunday, Evil Terror, which is a local like traditional kind of heavy metal, speed metal band, and all their members were there last night. And Sandy, who's the bass player, she came up to me and she's like, "Holy shit, it's fucking hot in here. Do you guys have air conditioning? Will you have air conditioning on Sunday when we play?" Because Evil Terror has played a couple times, but they've never played in summer. I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's a brewery. There's no air conditioning. It is brutally fucking hot in there."
George and I found the fan, and we just parked our asses right in front of it
and blocked it for everybody. Yes, we know.
Yes.
Hey, you know what, Will?
Might have even crop dusted it.
That fan was that fan was open for everyone, and they had not taken the opportunity, and we did.
So two middle-aged large men who just ate tacos and drinking beer, standing in front of a fan in front of a lot of people. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, those were not black metal grimaces on stage.
Will, do you ever issue a warning to the bands and just say, "Hey, you might not want to wear pants"?
I think that's how Will introduces himself to everybody.
Hi, I'm Will. You might not want pants.
Will, pants are optional.
Yes.
So, yeah, they were good. I enjoyed them.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I was impressed, especially for a band with so few shows under their belt.
Like how few? Like very, very few, or like
3?
Yeah, like.
Oh, seriously? It's like okay.
3 ever.
No,
So,
that's
and I
very
have
few.
to say that. So, unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to watch them a whole hell of a lot because I had to, run the door and, sell tickets and stuff. And that's like right on the other side of the door where the venue part of the brewery is. But I can remember from the first time that they played that you would never think, aside from one crack of a smile where Kerry kind of like went out of character in a bit, you would never know that was their first show ever. When I saw them for the very first time, it was I think whether they have 3 shows or 100 shows under the belt, I think they nail it. I think they're good.
Yeah.
And I'm not the biggest black metal fan. Of course, I'm biased because I'm friends with Kerry and I know Kerry.
It is this epically beautiful symphony of black metal.
Yes, it is.
I would say, like as an outsider, Oh, sorry. Well, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna. The last thing I was gonna say is that when you listen to, so they have a couple things on Bandcamp, which I encourage everybody. Skaldr, Skaldr. They're on Bandcamp, and I. What's interesting is when you listen to them on Bandcamp, it's slightly more of like a deathy, thrashish black metal, but when you see them on stage, it's just straight Norwegian, old school black metal.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting how that transition, and maybe it's the visual part because they're all in corpse paint, and they got the bullets and the chains and the upside down crosses and dildos, and
Speaking of which, there was a really high number of females during their set, more than I've ever seen at a metal show.
Yeah. Well, they're all handsome dudes, so they have their girlfriends and their wives, and the drummer's sister was there. Yes, I did notice that.
Well, it's statistically proven that women like tall men and clowns. So,
okay,
it's corpse paint. They're not clowns.
It's science, okay.
Yeah, I was standing
Did you already mention how attended it was? I apologize. How big
well,
was the crowd?
I'm actually there's actually something to say about that because being the local band, they brought out all the people, and then after they'd finished, like half the people left. Unfortunately.
Well, it's like some people left, but a lot of people just hung out.
Yeah, like in the bar and stuff.
Room. Yeah.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, I've played that show before. Wow, this place is lit, man. When did they go on?
What's interesting about that, there was this guy that I kind of felt was a poser metalhead because he kept headbanging and he looked like he should be on a yacht with dock shoes and,
Wait, that guy was in there? Oh, no. You're talking about that other guy. Okay.
Wait, George, you were wearing dock shoes?
No. I was thinking about the guy with the Clint Eastwood hat and the
not that guy. No, and he ended up staying, I think, the whole night and was still doing his really weird headbanging, like
a parrot.
It was almost like he looked like he was mocking us, but he stayed for the whole show. So I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. If you're having fun, I hope you're sore.
Was he hanging out with two other guys, and they were kind of like doing this like weird?
Yes.
Yeah, and they kept like grab assing each other and everything, and
kind of like we do, but
no, that was us three.
Well, there must have been two groups in there then. Yes.
We should have got their numbers.
Yeah, really.
Or we should have just completed the circle, Will.
I was just going to say, Will, you sent us that stuff a while back, and then I started following them on Bandcamp and have really enjoyed what they've been putting out. And then, to kind of meet Carrie and then see the kind of the posts you've been doing from Atlas, from their shows, talking about them just killing it. Definitely excited to see them live at some point in the future. Hint, hint.
Yeah.
612. I'll fly out to Washington.
Yeah, you think it'd be easier if you just come here?
Say 202.
Yeah, take your 612 and make it 202, like John said.
That's fine. All right.
No, they I think they're going to have a record out in the fall.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. Because we were talking about having him on, and I was like, well, we should probably wait until you have a record, because otherwise you come on here, people go, oh, they sound kind of cool, and then there's nothing for them to pick up. So
yeah,
once they finish that, we'll get them on. And then after that was Bane, which I guess the singer was like, what did he play? Guitar, bass? I didn't actually know this. He was a guitar player. Yeah. He's Serbian. I don't know if any of the other guys are.
No. So I got I talked to him for a while. I mean, like a couple of minutes, because I was running around like crazy. But he originally is from Serbia, from Novi Sad in Serbia, and then he moved, I guess, to Canada,
Montreal.
But he's in Montreal, Canada. So the other guys are, Quebecois, I guess is what we call it.
That's why he was speaking French.
Yeah. The other guy, so the other members of the band, I forget. I want to say his name was Brent, but it's not Brent. I know it's not Brent. But the main guy in Bane came from Novi Sad, moved, and so he's the only original member of the original Bane. Yeah, and then he moved to Montreal. So the other guys in the band are all from Montreal or Canada.
Yeah, Max, I think his name is the other guitar player guy.
Guitarist.
Yeah, he was really cool. We'll talk to him a bit.
Yeah, the fucking nicest dudes in the world.
Yeah, they are.
It's funny because I almost feel like we have these competitions whenever I have a really cool band play, and like we have this competition of like who couldn't appreciate the other person more. Like they always say, like, oh, we so much appreciate what you guys are doing, and Atlas and the staff and this and that and this and that. And I'm sitting there going like, no, man, I'm so fucking awesome. So stoked that you guys want to come play our humble little brewery and this and that. And like, we're all like, it's
jerking
like,
each other
the
off.
circle. Yeah. It's like the circle jerk, but it's nice because they're so appreciative of what we do. And I'm so appreciative of what they are doing at our place. It's just like, it's kind of nice. And they were one of those bands that just like were falling over themselves.
And they were
Especially
so
when I
good.
gave them, yeah.
They were
I'll tell you what,
very,
yeah,
very professional, very energetic.
George made the quote of the night about them when he said, "This is a band that is playing in front of 40 people. That looks like they're playing in front of 10,000."
It was 59.
So much energy.
Actually, it was more than that. It was like 60 something.
But yeah, they put on a very good show.
Yeah, they were awesome. And they were very nice. And I bought a shirt.
Yeah.
And I gave a card to Max and said, hey, when you guys get off the road, let us know. Maybe come on. So maybe we'll talk to him.
Yeah.
Check that out.
And then
Yeah, on Bandcamp, they're Bane, and then it's like in parentheses Serbia.
Yeah.
Right. I was going to ask because there's another Bane. out
Yeah,
there.
it's Bane Serbia, so it's in the parentheses.
Yeah, I think there's also another band that was called Bane that was like a post-hardcore band or something like that that was fairly big.
Well, they have a new album out, that Bane, that you just described. I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
So make sure you get the right one.
Serbian one.
So right before we get to Uhtcearu, so this is a gift from Zach.
I was wondering why you
shit.
mentioned that.
Yeah. So they have like a whole ton of this Hams beer, which is American classic premium beer born in the land of sky blue waters.
God,
So
don't
is
you
that
remember
like the Natty
commercials?
Bow of the Midwest?
From the land of
I was going to say, if you guys wanted that, I could like ship like a crate of that to you.
Is it?
John, I would like John. I
Is it
want to
any
see if
good?
John can fill in the
I don't
proper
know, I've
lyric
never had
after.
Yeah, I know, Jay. I was trying because I was going to give
like
that
response.
that
Okay,
second.
but this is
Water.
there. It is.
But I also have-
The beer.
I
You guys know
Hams
that?
special light.
It doesn't look good.
So
Try
I
it, Will.
It looks old
Oh my
school.
God.
I actually can remember the whole song, and it goes like this: "Foam," and there's like Indian drums in the background.
Oh, yeah. There's a bear.
It goes,
Isn't there like a
from
bear?
the land of sky blue water.
Is it because it's from Milwaukee?
There it is. Comes the beer refreshing hams, the beer refreshing hams. That was a commercial. Yeah, it was there. I totally remember it.
Oh yeah, I've had my fair share of that growing up.
Will looked
Yeah, me
doubtful before
yeah.
that sip.
John, get in your car. I might die.
I need to
it's just
I'm gonna need to
Budweiser
come
beer.
over with some brutal truth beers to wake.
Get
wake
that
your
man a
heart up.
stout.
It's Anyway, so Uhtcearu.
Uhtcearu.
Thank you, Zach, for giving me the beers. I think.
No, for giving you the hams. You don't have to call beer if you know what.
It's kind of like Spam. It's a meat product.
No, it's what happens the next morning. You're like, oh, dude, I got the hams. Oh, God.
It's like Schlitz.
It's a Schlitz, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
I got the Schlitz.
I love Spam.
Do you really?
Yeah. Actually, Matt's not far from the Spam headquarters.
No, I
Because
am.
I've been there. It's pretty awesome.
I've not been to the headquarters, but I've been to they have like a building at the state fair up here that I've been to. And I've had my fair share of Spam.
Sure.
Nope.
Mhm.
Can't say I've ever had it.
Don't judge. Don't
I
judge.
rediscovered it, and it's a lot better than I thought. I quite enjoy it now.
It's a little salty, but it's not bad.
Well, they have different flavors.
I am
also,
so sampling that.
There's a sample. Right?
Yeah, that's what she said. I wish I'd got that in there really quick.
It's a little salty, but it's not bad.
That's definitely an outtake for you, George.
If that one does not get us a Peabody Award, I don't know what will.
I was going to say, I mean, hot dogs are probably made up of essentially the same stuff. So maybe it's not that bad. Yeah.
That was the world's the most painful missed. That's what she said. Opportunity ever, dude. That just was.
I think Will's crying over there. I don't know if it was the joke or the hams.
I am.
And George, if you were smart, you would save that for a while and then just drop that on us when we're not expecting it, like 3 months later.
Maybe, well, or maybe the mid-year, half in the bag.
So
Except for
what,
Jay.
by around pick 22 then?
Yeah. All right. So Uhtcearu. As you know from the interview, bunch of swell guys, and I told I think it was definitely one of them. After seeing Bane, I was like, dude, I think it might have been Noel. I was like, man, those guys had a lot of energy. You guys up to task for that? And he was like, yeah. And they were.
Yeah.
They were awesome.
That was not nearly the exciting story you thought it was going to be. And they were like, yeah.
Well,
and they were.
And they were.
Them in their Vidal Sassoon haircuts.
Well, it's interesting because we've known them for a while. I've never and I've heard the music. I've got all the albums, but I've never seen them play before. No idea what to expect.
Where were you when they came last year? They came in April, I think, last year.
No, it was the year before. It was 2017.
2 years ago.
It was after Vakken when I was like, I had like extreme bronchitis and leg infection and all that.
Yeah.
And I was not
Was it
able.
that long? I thought it was last year.
No.
No, it was 2 years ago.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're old, bitch.
I know. Shit.
And guys, when I said Vidal Sassoon, I meant that as a compliment.
No, I know you because I've mentioned.
I mean, give me 5 years. I'm like, this is all gone.
Oh, yeah. It's a race.
Yeah.
Let's see who gets there first, buddy.
I've been there. I've been there.
So the great thing that the one visual thing that I will never forget that Uhtcearu did when they played Atlas, and they'd probably do this on every show, but they have fans blowing right in their face. So their hair is just like, especially Dustin. Dustin's hair is just like
all over the place.
Perpetual. Yeah.
It's like a halo
crazy.
of hair.
It is. Actually, that's the best way to describe it. It's a halo. And I took several pictures of it.
Yeah.
And it's actually like amazing. And it looks like a Vidal Sassoon commercial.
Yeah. Well, the first time I saw that was Obscura did that because the singer for Obscura has really long, straight, like blonde hair. Or at least he did. I think he's still the one in the band. And at Jack's, and he had a fan doing that, and his long, straight hair was just like out all around him. And I was like, it's kind of posery, but it's also kind of cool.
Yeah,
Steve Vai's been doing that for 20 years.
Yeah, the Monster Magnet, Dave.
Yeah.
And I should be clear, it's a posery when Obscura does it. It's badass when Uhtcearu does
it. You know why? Because they're worth it. That's why.
Well,
I got it.
Because they're worth it.
Why do you know so much about Vidal Sassoon when you have no hair?
Because I'm married. When I use my
you got to read something in the shower.
Yeah, I didn't. When I run out of shampoo, I got to go to the Vidal Sassoon. And that is another sample, by the way.
Wow.
So yeah.
So what was awesome about what they did last night is I think so last night they played the entire new record plus a couple of like Burning Effigy, which I fucking love that song off the last record, but
and they opened with a sample.
The whole album?
Yes, so I think they played that was the only time they played the whole album, and maybe the only time they played the whole album, and that was something I think they just wanted to do special at Atlas.
They said they wanted to do something special for you.
Yeah,
they did. They did.
Oh, all right. Well,
and
I'll take it because I fucking love those guys, and they are the nicest.
I don't know if that was it, but they said they were going to do something special for you. They just didn't say what it was. Maybe it was like a in the back. I don't know.
Hands to you, buddy. I felt like there was a raw deal. Like I gave them free beer all night. All the band get free beer, as much as they want all night. And then we give them 6-pack of beers on the way home. So I'm like,
and half off tacos apparently.
No, well, they got free tacos.
Well, yeah, they did. No, thanks to me.
Well, no, I paid for their tacos.
You didn't.
Well, do you give 6 packs each?
We went. John and I went up to Fred with Zach and Noel, and he gave John and I free tacos because we are Will's guys. And then he told them half off. And so I paid for their tacos because I was like, you can't pay for your
that's
tacos.
bullshit. I got to talk to Fred because I gave Fred $15 to cover the other half so it would be free. So you got scammed.
But I didn't pay for my tacos, which I usually do. So
sorry. Well, everyone got free tacos. How about that?
Yeah.
Except you paid for yours.
No, I paid for theirs. I didn't pay for mine. Anyway. I don't know why. Because you were talking about what they get.
So we give them free unlimited beer all night long. That's standard Atlas policy for any band that comes in. And then we give them 6 packs of beer, like for the road. Like, here, take some beer for the road.
Drink and drive.
Yeah,
on us.
Road beers.
And then I get a hams and a hams light. So
you get the shits, Will.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. we got to get you a T-shirt that says something about that.
Yeah, it's all tongue in cheek because I'm sure Zach, Dustin, and Noah are listening. But I am enjoying. I am actually enjoying. This is actually for a hot late spring night. It's pretty refreshing, so I'm enjoying it. But thank you. I do appreciate it. I'm kind of making jokes because I'm a beer snob, but I do appreciate it.
I liked how they opened the set with a sample from Inglourious Bastards.
Mm-hmm. That was cool.
Which scene?
It's like Brad Pitt talking about killing Nazis.
Killing Nazis.
Yeah.
I missed that part because I was watching the door for like the first, like the intro and like the first half of the song, and then I just got someone like I realized it's late and no one else is coming in, so I just packed everything up and I went in. So I didn't catch that part, but that's cool.
Yeah. And they just were very solid, especially for a 3-piece. Sometimes 3-piece can be a little thin. And
George, I will say, like the cell phone video you posted is easily the best cell phone video I've heard. Like, I see people filming stuff all the time, and I'm like, that's not going to sound good. So get your phone out of my face. But like in this case, you
mean like
that.
Rob Halford would do?
Yeah, exactly. I listened to it.
Get that shit out of here!
God, this fucking
That's a good video though, dude, because that thing goes flying about 12 rows, man.
I think maybe the Washington Redskins might have called him up after that and said, "Hey, can you be our field goal kicker?"
Yeah.
Did you guys all see that? Did you see it, John?
Yes, I've watched it like several times.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard about it.
That's what's worth your time.
So back to Uhtcearu.
Yeah.
And
sorry,
Matt.
So solid. I mean, for 2 minutes, it was like, wow.
Yeah, I'm really good.
Well,
how about Uhtcearu is really good, and you happen to be good at holding a fucking phone.
Yeah. No, I was joking. Yeah. It's the technology. Yeah, I don't know. iPhone.
To bring it back to that guy from Priest, but related to Uhtcearu, there was this woman that was standing right in front of them, who was headbanging the whole night, and she apparently came from work, so she was dressed up like she was in some kind of a professional job. She walks in, she just throws her purse on the ground and immediately puts her foot on the stage. Like, how a band will put their foot on the monitor. Mm-hmm. And then she puts her arm down on her leg and just starts, to balance herself like the thinking man and just headbang.
And she's like, doing the whirl. What do you call that?
Really? That's awesome.
The windmill.
Yeah, she was doing a windmill. Then at one point she was taking her hands and she was doing the gimme sign like this.
She was like doing this like under Dustin while he was playing, and she did it with Zach.
No one, because this is a podcast.
Yeah, I know.
You're doing the claw but wiggling your finger.
It's basically like making like guitar fingers, like. But yeah. Either that or like playing with his balls. I don't know, but
like a sack tickle.
But she did the guitar and bass part, so she would switch hands depending on who was doing their part during the show, and it was just the craziest scene up front. But it made me think of when you mentioned Rob Halford. He kicks the phone. How Dustin sat there and did not break out laughing or just kind of get thrown off. It was he kept his mind focused the whole time. It was pretty funny.
It's funny because
she had a great time.
Yeah. Well, before the show, there's non-metal people in there, just in there to drink beer. And I don't know about John, but me, I like look at people and I go, here for the show, not here for the show. The people that are going to be like, oh shit, I'm out of here because this is heavy metal. Scary. And I had her pegged as a not going to be here at the show. And then there she was just banging her head and shit. I said something to her at the Uhtcearu booth. I was like, man, you were really going to town. And she's like, well, it's a metal show. I was like, okay.
Yeah, and she was dropping F-bombs left and right, too.
Man.
I like her. I like the picture of her throwing her purse down to accomplish these things.
If you see the pictures on Facebook, there's one where I say, all hail the mighty Uhtcearu or whatever. And that's her throwing the horns there in the front.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
It's like the Tommy, who's the drummer in Skulder, his sister showed up from work. And then she was one of those people like who was sitting at the bar, like, oh, she's one of the people just sitting at the bar. And then she comes over and gives me money to get into the show. I'm like, so I'm going to ask you a question. It's probably super inappropriate, but like, you do not look like you're dressed for the show. Like, oh no, my brother's a drummer and I came from work, but I wanted to hopefully see him. It's like, so Skulder does bring out a good crowd, but if I may say a few things about Uhtcearu is one, holy shit, they fucking kill it every goddamn time.
Yeah.
I love watching those guys live. I mean, they're still an underground band, but the fact that they're every time they have an album, they do a tour. Like they do a legit tour of like the Midwest and the East Coast. And it's well fucking deserved. I mean, I think they're one of the most underrated. I don't want to say underrated because I think they get great reviews on their albums. They're just not as well known, and it's almost like they just need that either one outlet, whether it's a podcast or Decibel or something that just like
they need to open for a bigger band, or because I looked them up because I wanted to, when we were doing those questions, I wanted to see if they had done some interviews and stuff. There weren't a lot of interviews on there or a lot of reviews.
They're a complete DIY band.
Yeah.
So
but they're hardworking. Like they go out and they do the tour, and
they're great.
Yeah, they deserve more than their current status.
Yeah, Marcus, I beg you, do whatever you can, look it up wherever they're playing, and I can text Zach.
I mean, I probably knew about it. I don't think I'm here when they're playing, or I got something else going on. But I'll double check.
No, whatever you got going on, quit it and go fucking see them.
He's like, I have to go get some meat.
Stay with
us. And
I'll
be back.
He has his suit on.
I ran out
it's
of
chicken.
Soon.
I'm telling you, it's chicken.
This is so good.
I'm getting fitted for a clown mask, so come on now.
Well, that's legit. I mean, come on.
There's one other thing I wanted to mention that I don't believe was in the interview. There's a part where I'm asking them about Keith T from Arctic Sleep and Unearthed Elf. And
who's the one who told us about Uhtcearu?
Yes.
To begin with. Yes.
And we're talking about him, and literally as we're talking about him, I get a text from him. And I was like, dude, are your ears burning? Because we were literally just talking about you. And I like took a picture of all of us and sent it to him. And he's like, no way.
You sent him a dick pic? That's kind of rude.
There's a bunch of dicks, actually.
Yeah.
or John and I, anyway. And then those wonderful lads from Uhtcearu.
It's a bag of dicks.
Hey, Marcus, they're playing at Reggie's on 6/2, so Sunday.
Yeah, see, I don't think I'm going to be able to. See, I have a comic book show that I have to do tomorrow and Sunday.
There you go.
But the show
I'm going to be. Night. I know, but I'm going to be so beat from the show.
Oh, fuck that! Go see Uhtcearu. Like
I went to see them last night and got 4.5 hours of sleep, and now here I am podcasting.
I got like 5 hours of sleep. Woke up in the morning. I went to fucking work. Fuck up, Buttercup.
Suck it up.
Actually, and I have free passes at Reggie, actually, because the guys there gave me some free passes, so I could go.
Oh, shit. You got a hall pass? Okay. Zach needs a little help before every show.
Hey, Marcus, you can join the street team.
I will shame you if you do not go to the show for a
You're shaming me now.
Shame.
I will show.
Actually, I have to. Will, that calls to mind Inglourious Bastards again when he he carves that thing in his head at the end of the movie. Remember that? And at the swastika, and he says, you don't know what kind of trouble you're going to get in or something like that. He said, I'll probably get chewed out. I've been chewed out before. I was like that, dude. So you're already shaming it. I've been shamed
Does the
before.
Cersei walk of shame mean anything to you?
We're walking in that direction.
Hey,
Yeah.
good segue, John.
Do it. Do
You
it
don't
now.
understand how
Can we
many
post this
shows
episode tomorrow, George, so Marcus can get shamed live?
Shame
Real-time
streaming.
shaming. Yeah.
Well, if you want to do that, just send Zach a message and say, "Hey, can you text Marcus on around 3:00 on Sunday? Say where are you?"
You're gonna get the band to shame me. That would be pretty good.
Yeah.
Then I might go.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
They're gonna sell shirts and say, "Where's Marcus on?"
I do love that band. I mean, and the new album is just so good.
It is. Madness and Creation, by the way, is a new album. Just came out last Friday.
Nah, it was a couple weeks ago.
Was it?
It was like the 8th or something like that.
It was in May because it was my.
Yeah, it was like the first week or so of May.
Oh, what was all your albums of the month? I didn't even see. Did we
He didn't post
it
them.
yet?
It's not
Yeah,
June
post
yet. Not for another 2
I'm
hours.
sorry. Yeah, 2 hours and 10 minutes. It's June.
I'm still waiting on 2 of them.
John, mine is Uhtcearu.
All right, still waiting on 1.
Make it official.
Got it. I'll wait for you, Marcus, on when you're ready.
I already gave mine.
Yeah, you did.
Was you adrift?
Yeah.
This was first.
Oh, is that what it was? Oh, I missed it.
We're
I'm
waiting on
sorry.
George.
No,
thank
well,
you.
I gave mine special.
Oh, you did?
Thanks,
I
Marcus.
I gave it to him directly because I was like, "Hey, do this."
Oh,
So what was it?
The happy ending?
Arch Matthias.
Oh, okay.
All right,
We
so
got a couple repeats this month.
an Uhtcearu and a Spirit Adrift. Is that right?
No,
No,
Adrift.
no, Adrift.
Adrift.
Oh, Adrift. Gotcha.
Yeah, the album's called Pure.
Got it. I know. Okay.
Jay, what was yours?
Possessed.
T-shirt.
I fucking love
Oh,
this
wait,
thing,
did that come out this month?
Yeah, May 10th.
Oh, officially?
Officially, yeah.
Oh, this is
Yeah,
a
because
problem.
we did. I mean, we had it.
I know that's a problem when we have
ahead of time.
promos. Like we have it for months. I'm like, I don't.
No,
know.
I have to go look. Yeah, when John asked, or whenever we started floating these around, I went and checked the release date real quick because I promised myself I wasn't going to somehow forget it.
I
'Cause
considered that one.
I love that record. It's great, dude. Fucking love it.
It's growing on me. Like
Dude, all you got to think about is Dark Angel 2019.
Hey.
Huh?
Wait. Possessed?
That's a fucking compliment, by the way.
Dude, I have so much to say about that record, but I'll save it for mid-year.
Yeah. What's your number one?
It's my number. Nothing's close right now.
Well, don't give it away, Jay. What the heck?
I mean, you could have guessed.
Yeah.
And then maybe I'll surprise
Wait,
you.
are you wearing the Possessed shirt too right now?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, you're in it.
I ordered it with the initial
Pretty sweet.
with the record. It was a special package deal. It is a package deal.
Yeah. All right. Do we have anything more to say about the show?
Just that I love those guys. They always bring it. It's always a pleasure. To me, like as somebody who's, I don't know what the fuck I do. I'm like a half producer, booker, promoter, fucking facilitator, not sound engineer, light engineer, which means I just change the lights.
Yeah, I wanted to mention that is, we talk about Will putting these shows on, but he's working his ass off the whole time. It's like you hardly see him because it's like he comes up, grabs your ass, runs off, and like fixes the lights, moves the fan, goes and takes a picture of the band, goes, works the door, gets somebody a beer. He's just like doing everything. So,
which is why I'm not really on the interview more than like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Because I stood back there for a while, but there's these fucking guys named Marcus on who had all these questions and I couldn't get a word in edgewise because they're like,
three questions. Matt had
4
more questions.
What?
Yeah, but each question
Did I
had
have 4?
subset questions.
Oh shit, that's right. I forgot about the subsets.
Yeah.
George asked.
I did.
delivered.
And they were great. Thank you.
No.
And I may have used
They
a
were
silly
good.
voice to talk like you that sounds nothing like you. It was just because it was.
I don't know what that was.
Well, because I was talking about how you write better than us, and they were like, and he's probably smarter than you guys, and we were like, yeah. And,
That's not true.
so then I put on airs for the first question. I was like, no.
You put on airs. Like he's got a monocle or something.
What?
George made me
Like he's got a monocle or something. I like you're putting on airs. He's so smart. Oh, Mr. fucking Top Hat, fancy pants with the garage and whatnot.
Oh Jesus!
Well, I just thought I'd mention that because you're probably going to listen to it and going, what the fuck is he doing?
I do that every time I listen to a cast.
Anyway, Uhtcearu, we fucking love you guys.
Yeah.
You can be.
I wish I was there. I wish I could have.
Really great show.
Well, you can be there on Sunday night.
Great show.
Please, sir, I want to watch.
Great acoustics.
Wow. This is just the beginning of the episode.
I know we haven't even gotten into anything yet, and I still got to talk about the Grand Ole Opry.
Oh shit!
You can just pass on that and save us
I
all
don't even know
time.
that.
Like, do you want to talk about Madonna and Lady Gaga
Hey,
too? Like,
it's a human interest piece. Compare and contrast with
What are we,
metal.
the fucking Olympics?
Yeah, I'll keep it brief.
is this like NBC Sports, like Olympic coverage? Like,
Yeah.
here.
Oh, there's events, but we want to talk
Well,
about.
I thought
the
it was
guys
kind of
on the phone.
interesting. I'm not really much of a country music fan, but I was in Nashville. And
Did you say you're not much of one? Like, there is part of you
I
that
like
is
Johnny
part?
Cash.
I like how
Really
Will
country
is
music.
watching for every little weakness in your speech right now.
Yeah.
He's like,
I know.
Well,
okay,
let me get to
I just
that.
want to shut this thing down so we can move on.
Let the man talk about the Grand Ole Opry.
Wait, Marcus, did you ever listen to the interview where he talked about Madonna for a fucking half an hour? You have to reel this guy in. We lose listeners by the dozens when when
I do remember
George
that.
starts talking about this shit.
Shut the fuck up.
Fuck you,
What
John.
that guy said.
That was for me.
Yeah. You might be my lucky star.
Yeah. Well, if you let me talk, the sooner I talk, the
This
sooner
is
I'll be
really
done.
going to the borderline.
Jesus, Madonna
Go,
jokes.
George.
Come on. Oh,
Don't
George.
push my
Everybody
love
grit
over the
your
borderline.
So, we were there and like, what are we going to do? Let's go to see the Grand Ole Opry because that's like a thing. And
Where were you?
in Nashville.
Okay.
And I did not see John BT, but apparently he was in Chattanooga. So I'm
Oh, did you reach out to him?
I didn't because we had like zero time. I knew that I would like pay for it later, be like, guilt ridden, but he wasn't even there. So that's awesome. I can feel a little less guilt.
All right. So, George, finish your story.
That's how I
So
felt
we
in Cal-
went to the Grand Ole Opry to see what the hell's
I'm sorry.
going
Did I
on.
interrupt you on that one?
And I had no idea it was a radio show. And the way that it's set up is it's like a 2-hour show broken up into half-hour episodes. And like they have a host that comes out, like an old person. They sing like an old country song. Then they bring on a guest who sings 2 songs. And then they bring on another guest who sings 2 more songs. And
So it's like our podcast.
yeah. So it's not like an actual concert. It's more of a show. And and they bring in, because every 2 songs is somebody else, different styles. I had no idea how many styles of country there are. I mean, there's bluegrass, obviously. Now Will's paying attention. And there's, old school country like Johnny Cash and Hank Williams Sr. and stuff like that. There's 90s country. And then like the headliner, she was this like pop country girl who was on American Idol. And I was like, man, there's a lot of different styles of country. I didn't just kind of like metal. I was like, who knew?
Do you remember the Blues Brothers when they said, "Oh, what kind of
Who
music do you
cares?
usually have here?" And at the Blues Brothers, and they go to that country bar. And he's like, "What kind of music do you folks usually play?" "Oh, we have both kinds of music, country and western."
Exactly.
I just want to say I did know that, George, but that's because I'm way smarter.
Yes, of course. And beautiful. And so it was it was interesting experience, even if it was a little saccharine and a little religious for me, but it was definitely.
Yeah, I bet it was. Nashville's pretty hyper produced, man, these days. I think so. Like, I don't think you can go there and have the kind of, what's the coal miner's daughter experience? You know what I mean? Like,
No, I have no idea what that means.
Tell us
did you ever watch Coal Miner's Daughter?
I've heard of it.
Is that Sally Field?
It's a great movie, man. And she goes to the Opry, but this is like in the 60s when everybody was smoking and had NASA haircuts. You know what I mean? It was pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, let's put Will out of his misery and move on.
Well, I am glad you had a good time, George.
It was interesting. It was very interesting, and I enjoyed it. And I went to the Johnny Cash Museum while I was there, and I bought a Johnny Cash shirt, and because I like Johnny Cash.
I like Johnny Cash too, but I don't think he's country.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
totally country. He's like
American
outlaw
folk.
country or some shit.
Like American folk music, like Neil Young.
Kind of a weird week too, because most of the pod was traveling. So here I was in Canada. George was in Nashville. Matt was at my house.
I was at your house.
Yeah,
It was very
And,
nice. Yeah, I was in that room. It was really great.
I thought it smelled weird in here, but it's cool.
That's
So the dungeon then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. You found a hidden trapdoor.
Sorry,
Don't
about
lick the keyboard.
Sex
You'll be
dungeon.
salty.
So it's not exactly metal, but it is kind of metal because it's cool.
Yes.
Game of Thrones ended
Well,
recently.
yeah, some metal bands have been on it.
That's true, yeah.
Mastodon.
Mastodon.
Well, I was going to say Anthrax has been on there,
Mm-hmm.
metal band and Mastodon. Not
Wait, I
really a
thought
metal
Anthrax
band.
was in Walking Dead.
I think they were in this too.
I mean, there's
One
a
of them.
throne made out of swords. It's pretty metal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a lot of
Ed Sheeran
complaining
was on it.
online. Yeah, Ed Sheeran, that's metal.
As Sharon was,
A lot of complaining online on how it ended. I wasn't overly thrilled. What'd y'all think?
It didn't break my heart like it broke everybody else's heart. I mean,
I'm not.
to be
I'm
honest
not
with-
as hurt over it.
Yeah, but I'll say this: you're not ass hurt or as hurt. Either way,
I'm not butt
I
hurt.
had a. Either way,
one in the same.
I thought that all of the characters more or less acted in the way they'd been already. I mean, some people. Okay, so she took a pretty hard turn. I get it, but most
That's
of
kind
them
of a family
behaved
trait,
the way they-
though.
Indeed. I did think, I agree with most people that they kind of wrapped it up a bit fast. Like, John kills her, and then now it's 3 months later, all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, I loved a lot about that show, just like everybody else. But I got so fucking sick and tired of watching Bran sit back and look mysterious in that fucking chair, dude.
Yeah.
This is
Push
where I
that
was
guy.
always meant to be.
And then,
I mean,
oh,
Bran
yay,
had
now
to
he's
be-
king, yay.
And now he's king.
Why do you think that came here?
Let me ask you this. Who besides me, and definitely I had this experience, when Tyrion is giving a speech about who should be the king, and it's obvious who it should be, did anybody have any idea who he was about to say? Because if it was obvious, obvious, I thought, yeah, it would be obvious to me too. I'd be like, oh yeah, of course it's going to be. I had no idea who he was about to say.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know. I did not think they would pick a robot. I didn't really think that was going to happen.
A Google machine.
Has there ever been a more useless character in a show?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he has all this
you know
knowledge
what?
supposedly and never helps people do anything in the show.
Dude, no, there is I can think of one, and it's Captain Pike on Star Trek. With the red.
Hey man, don't
binary
belittle the handicap.
Yes, but no, yeah.
So did anybody, like I had one, but did anybody have any crazy predictions as to what would happen?
Yeah, mine was just that Sansa would be on the throne, but I didn't realize that I predicted her, like, if you had to be on one person on the Iron Throne, I picked Sansa. I didn't realize that. So I was kind of right because she was just on the throne in Winterfell.
I'm glad she didn't get the throne.
Yeah.
So one thing that bugged
She's
me.
hot.
Yeah. One thing that bugged me is that I was expecting Arya to kill Dany because of the prophecy that she was going to kill these people with different colored eyes. And she was supposed to kill somebody with green eyes, which everybody thought was Cersei, but then she didn't kill Cersei. And so they're like, oh, it's going to be Dany because she has green eyes too. And they just, they just didn't even finish that off.
Because she killed the Night King. You can't have her kill
I know.
him.
I understand that.
That would
But,
be really weird.
but they did leave that hanging.
I was super disappointed in their decision to have Jaime just go against this new kind of moral path he'd found and decide just to go back to Cersei.
Yeah, I was really happy with his like redemption of like, you know.
Me too.
I like that part actually.
And he got to bang Captain Phasma.
I liked that he went back to Cersei because really, yes, he spent a lot of time having this redemption, but the draw to Cersei was very strong. You could tell even in all the actions, even when he was trying to change, that was still there. For
If
him
you
to
tried
go back to
impregnate your
her,
sister that many times, it was
Oh, and by the way, I thought one of the things would be that Brienne of Tarth would be pregnant, but that didn't come up.
Right.
That there'd be this Lannister out there.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what?
Hey, I'm kind of give you guys 2 trivia questions real quick.
Sure.
Who appears in more episodes than anybody other character on the show?
Tyrion.
Well done. And this one's done. I'll just tell you, this is just a fact. You'll never get it. But the no character in the show appears in every single episode. I just thought that was kind of interesting.
I'm a little surprised that people are shocked at Dany going crazy. Did no one not see this happening since she first came on screen? I mean, she crucified how many people, out of her supposed love for the slaves, which just translates to I hate the other guys, so I'll crucify them. You don't want to join my team? Hey, dragon, burn them. I mean, she was doing this all along, and all of a sudden she switches, and people lose their shit and break their internet.
I agree, John, because she's very, very cruel. Anytime that somebody expressed not loving her, she would turn and do something evil.
And she didn't have to do anything. It was just a look.
It was a look, but
how many times did she threaten to kill Tyrion the whole series?
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem. I feel like she earned going mad, but I feel like they should have spent some more time showing her visibly coming apart at the seams earlier in the season.
I have no problem with that.
Because you need that connection. That's like all this stuff that's happened has informed what she's going to do next. Because when she's sitting there trying to decide if she's going to destroy this entire city, it was ridiculous. She could have just gone right to the tower and destroyed that. She didn't have to kill all the people. But if they would have spent some time showing her just like going a little mad or doing something in one of the other episodes, I
struggling
think
with it a little.
On board.
Well, they did sort of, but people were more focused on a Starbucks cup.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
And a water bottle.
She was seething at the fact that everyone was standing around Jon Snow clapping him on the back, and you know why we followed this guy.
Yeah, you're right. And I thought that was definitely like this kind of Me Too thing. Like that was a real nod to the sort of like a woman could never be a true leader. I really kind of want to hear Matt's crazy theory.
Do you want to know what I thought the last scene would be?
Yeah.
You're looking at Cersei. She's dead.
Sure.
She opens her eyes, and they're blue.
Yeah.
And the walkers live on. I was bummed to see him go so quick.
Yeah.
I thought Jaime was going to kill her. When he left Winterfell, I thought he was going to kill her.
For sure.
The show just wasn't as good when the books ended.
Yeah.
And then they had to do their own thing. I just don't think they had enough material. They did it more like a regular drama on television than what it was before. I think the books really helped the show in the first, I don't know, 6 seasons.
I read that the last 2 books are done.
Yeah, I did too.
And that they paid him to not release them yet.
Yeah, but he also,
I don't think that's
he crapped on that, George, like the minute that got released. He came out against that.
He did.
Who knows?
It makes so much sense.
Yeah, of course it does. He was involved in the storyline the last 2 seasons.
Of course.
Yeah.
And
they didn't make this without his input.
He is the master of, let's make it seem like Jon Snow is going to be the king, and I'm going to fucking piss the whole world off with one fell swoop.
Dude, if you didn't learn that when Eddard Stark got his head cut off, that all bets are off for the rest of this show. One thing that disappointed me in the whole series was that Catelyn Stark comes back in the books, and I really wanted that to happen.
So did I.
I really wanted her to kind of make another appearance and and that's also informed some of how I thought the show was going to end, even though that storyline didn't finish in the books yet.
Well, obviously the books are going to be at least a little different.
Yeah,
they just made a huge mistake by making it so short a season, because they didn't have to. There was no reason. It was just the writers wanted to make it that way, because they would have given them as many episodes as they wanted. Right. But we hardly saw anything with Cersei this season, and that I thought was a mistake.
Nothing.
Such a mistake.
Nothing. So I bet she had less than half a page of dialogue the whole season.
That's what I mean. And then the stuff with Dany, you could have just done more with her going mad and how all her experiences affected her. And if you would have showed stuff with Cersei as well, I think that would have fed into that. Maybe you could have done it in a way that showed like, Cersei's like evil, and now here's Dany like also becoming evil. Yeah. That would have been very interesting if they would have spent more time on the character stuff like they did in the beginning of the show. They just went for more of the big moments, and it's disappointing.
I was sorry to see Sandor Clegane die. That was not cool. I was
at the mountain.
As expected.
Well, I mean, his brother, the one we like, the one with the face.
Oh, the Hound.
Yeah, that was such a great fight. Yeah.
What do you think?
Sorry, go ahead, John.
Just real quick. What do you think when you finally stab someone in the eye and your knife goes through the back of the head and the guy's still alive? You're thinking, I'm not dying. This is not happening. That's not my day.
Did anybody else feel like they were younger and watching Return of the Jedi when he pulls the Vader's mask off, when the Mountain's helmet came off?
Oh, yeah.
I thought that exact thing, Matt.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Has any of you fellas watched The Last Watch?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I'm about halfway through.
No,
is that the documentary?
Is it worth watching, Jay?
Yeah.
Right on.
Oh, yeah, I watched the whole thing.
Did you watch any of the behind the scenes Lord of the Rings things that came on those big extended discs?
Mm-hmm.
I have, yeah.
It's almost just like that.
Nice.
Okay.
And I love those. I mean, I bought all of those extended ones and watched literally every minute.
So what is Behind the Watch or whatever you call it?
It's a documentary in the last season.
Oh, okay.
Just filmed in real time, behind the scenes, picking people, getting fit for their outfits, having conversations, seeing each other for the last time. It's the whole thing. And how they built it.
The two best things about it, without really ruining it, is when they do the first run through on the scripts.
Awesome, dude.
It was very good. And then there's this one guy that you don't know that you've seen probably 15 times throughout the seasons. He's on all these different episodes, but he's one of the guardsmen that just keeps popping up, and they actually follow him around, as he talks about how he's showing up every couple of years and he knows everybody, but he only has these small bit parts throughout each season. So
yeah, I don't think he has any speaking parts. At least I haven't got.
He goes, some of that.
Well,
we should wrap this up.
Yeah,
but
even though I have complaints, and I still enjoyed it. I don't. Not everything's going to be perfect. It's not going to end exactly the way that you want.
Nobody ever loves the final show of any show, season, whatever. I mean, look at the Seinfeld thing or whatever. Like everyone bitches. Sopranos.
Lost.
Mm-hmm.
But so I have two things to say to that. One is, what's the movie that's coming out for the cowboy thing they did?
Brokeback Mountain 2?
No.
Like the HBO show?
Oh, Deadwood.
Yeah, what's
Deadwood?
The Deadwood movie's coming out. I'm just saying, if you're looking for something to watch, I can't wait for that. That fucking series ruled. And I hear great things about Chernobyl. So.
Chernobyl.
Oh, I started watching it. It's really good. It's really good.
Well, it was part of my question.
Yes, that's right. It was. That's right.
Uhtcearu.
Did you? How is it all out, Will, or is it just like the first couple episodes? Or
there is
no, I think
4 episodes out.
Yeah.
Are you watching it too?
It comes out. Yes, I watched 2 episodes. Then Tracy had to give it a break because it's so affecting. Like she kept her up at night. But there's 4 episodes out. It's a 5-episode series, and the last episode comes out on Monday because they air on Mondays.
Sergey was over there when that happened, and he has interesting stories to tell about it.
So
better told by him than me. But
so the one last thing I wanted to mention about Game of Thrones was that during the second to last episode when Dany lost her shit, I was laughing because of all the fucking people out there who named their babies Khaleesi or Daenerys, and they're like, "Wait, I'm a crazy murderer."
Whoops!
I thought that was funny.
Wait, that really happened?
Yeah, a lot of people named their kids that.
I'm sure people name their kids Cersei though, even though she was evil.
Still, but they probably thought it was.
Deal?
Yeah.
What do you guys think of Drogon being able to just destroy everything? Don't dragons have to refuel? How can it shoot unlimited fire? Yeah, and if that was the case, why didn't she just use it?
He drinks Ham's beer and eats taco.
Why didn't she just use it? Why didn't she just use Drogon against the White Walkers instead of like sacrificing her whole army if he can constantly shoot fire the whole time?
But plot holes, man. Plot holes.
It's crazy. She could have just flown to Casterly Rock last season.
Yeah.
I love, and I'm not making fun of you, but I love it having these conversations because inevitably you want to kind of say, I'm starting to think this show's not too realistic.
Well, last thing I want to say on Game of Thrones is that, because we should really need to wrap this up, but I felt a little bit disappointed on Jon's arc at the end, Jon Snow's arc at the end, because it was like, he was this character who was like the ultimate in leadership and being, 26 years in the Marine Corps, retired now, and knowing a lot about leadership, is like this guy had all the traits where it's like he's a reluctant leader, he's smart, he makes a lot of the right decisions. He doesn't have all the right answers, but he damn well will try and get the right one and lead people. And he had all the makings to be on that throne. Not saying that he had to be on the throne, but then to be like cast aside as like, oh, you're just going to wander around with the wildlings in the north.
But ultimately, that's probably what he would have preferred for himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right, but I just felt like he should have, like.
I agree.
Yeah. But I also don't buy it for a second that Wormtongue wouldn't have killed him 5 seconds after they found him, after he killed her. Yeah. The fact that they kept him in the cell for 3 months, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, has there ever been a character with a more pursed up mouth for a whole fucking series than Wormtongue?
I know.
Or whatever his name is.
He had constantly like who farted face.
Grey Worm.
Grey Worm, yeah.
I got
Grey Worm. Yeah, Wormtongue is Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
All right, we should move on.
Yeah,
All right,
we're an
let's talk about-
hour in, well, more than an hour with the interview, and we haven't even gotten to the news yet. So let's do the news. Sanctuary are recording a new album with replacement singer Joseph Michael. I think that's a little strange.
I do too. Nobody's gonna buy it.
Yeah, not me.
That's awkward.
Yeah. All right.
That's awkward.
Moving on. Armored Saint is working on a new album, but there are no details yet. So that is all there is to say.
Assuming it's John Bush.
I believe so.
Yeah.
It's John Bush, yep. Doesn't their last album more like a dad metal or something? It wasn't very good, I didn't think.
It was kind of middle of the road, or
Kind of sound like Anthrax under John Bush.
I mean, I like
Did
John
you really
Bush's
think so?
voice. I remember listening to that Sound of White Noise in the early 90s and playing it a lot. But the newer stuff, I think it was a few years ago, was not very good.
No, it's
Not really.
It didn't thrill anybody.
But, I'll give it a shot. I'll listen to it.
Sure.
It comes out.
And Moonspell is releasing a biography, Wolves Who Were Men, the history of Moonspell in the fall. I really liked the early Moonspell albums. I still might read this just because I like reading books about metal bands.
Yeah.
So
Might be interesting given that they're one of the, big Portuguese bands, but there wasn't too much black metal coming out of the part of Europe at that time when they first started. So
yeah, like
and I know they've changed over the years.
yeah, like
but-
Wolfheart, great album.
Yeah.
Even
I like a lot of
Irreligious
good
is kind of
stuff.
cool. But
I'm not a huge Moonspell fan, but I am a sucker for good band biographies. And
Yeah.
this
Me
one
too.
sounds like it could be interesting. It's supposed to be a candid take on their entire career, and then there's going to be interviews with other bands like, I think they said Creator, Amorphous, The Gathering. So that could be interesting.
I love the era we're in right now because so many of these bands that we've loved for a long time are old enough to write a book about, and so there are finally some books coming about bands that I really want to read, and have been reading as they've come. And I agree with you. I'll read it for that reason alone. I'm not a huge fan of theirs either, but I bet you it's a cool story.
speaking of books, did you all get the last issue of Decibel and see that book on the back cover? It was like on the back cover of Decibel, there's an ad for a heavy metal themed fantasy book. I bought it.
Okay, and
I haven't read it yet. I'm finishing up a Stephen King book right now, but within the next couple of days, I will probably start it. It could be really bad.
Is it by a guy in a band?
He's a musician of some type, yeah.
Because I think he did a signing here in Chicago.
Yeah, I
For the book.
don't wait. Maybe I can look it up. I've got the book on my phone.
in the meantime, I guess I'm vaguely curious.
It's called the Armageddon Chord by Jeremy Wagner.
Armageddon Chord.
Yeah,
that makes me want to go watch. What's that? New Zealand or Australian metal film that was so good?
Oh,
Deathgasm.
Well, that one.
Oh yeah.
I need to watch that again. I love that fucking.
Well, they're making a sequel, I think.
No.
Yeah, I thought I saw something about a sequel.
Oh, dude, that makes me so happy. That's like my favorite metal themed movie.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, Slayer apparently are getting a limited edition bottle from Jägermeister. I tried to order it and it was not allowed to, or it's not out yet. One of those two. That's what it was. I tried to order the blackened because I saw Marcusson had it and they won't ship it here, so I couldn't get that. And maybe the Jägermeister's not available. Or no, it was sold out or some shit.
The black in Maryland?
I ordered it from a place in California, so I can give you the link for it. George.
Well, they won't
might
ship
still
here
have-
is the problem. They won't ship to Maryland.
They won't ship to you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Would you just send it to the group? Would you mind sending that to the group?
Welcome to the People's Republic of Maryland.
Yeah. Hey, at
I'll
least
send
we can get bells.
I can't remember the name of the place, but they get a lot of really good beer. I've been buying some stuff online from them because they get stuff I haven't seen. But
okay,
for
cool.
some reason, I can't remember the name of it, but I'll send it.
All right, more
The Jägermeister, I haven't had this since my college days, which is like over 20 years ago. It comes in an engraved wooden box, and you can even customize the package with your name or lyrics on it. But then I saw the $125 price tag, and then I passed on it. But I found a site where you could order it, George. So I don't know what you were looking at, but
it's a state by state thing. They can't deliver. They can't ship alcohol to Maryland.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Can you ship it within Maryland? Could you order something from Birmingham and get it?
No. Or wait.
They're in
you know,
Delaware.
I started. I started the process. I didn't finish it, so I don't know if they'll actually ship it here or not.
Well, if you want,
that is fucked up.
If you want me to order it for you, George,
There you go. And it just gets mailed to you.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I would have. I've been more interested if they created a special version of it for Slayer, and
It had
and the
blood
bottle
in it.
It might come out red.
That would have been cool. Or does the bottle just have a sticker on it, or is it engraved? I couldn't tell from the thing.
Don't know.
If it's just a sticker, then that's also less appealing to me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there.
It would have to be something super special for me to order Jägermeister. $100
for $125. Yeah.
You know, Marcus, on if it's just a sticker, I hope they included a sucker with it too.
Yeah.
Because for $125 and a sticker.
And the thing is, and the thing is, Slayer does a lot of merchandising, man.
They do, yeah.
So I mean, they did a snow globe that I really want years and years ago, where you would shake it and it was all blood that would come down.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that.
It was freaking awesome. You can't find it.
You just made it my mission in
fresh.
life to find that.
It's like really limited. I've never seen it. I keep looking for it, but
nothing on eBay.
No, not that I've seen, and I've looked quite a few times. Well,
did anybody get the
The what?
Did anybody get the
Sorry,
Slayer vans when they came out?
No.
No.
Those were
Years
cool
ago.
though.
Yeah,
there wasn't that like a Show No Mercy pair. No.
I have Slayer socks on.
Do you really?
Yeah. So case in point, I mean, Slayer does so many different limited edition
Show No Mercy.
things. Like you don't need to get the Jägermeister. You can get the socks.
You're right.
Or you could just see them on their final tour for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Oh, they just announced they're going to play Riot Fest here in Chicago.
I heard that the brewer at excuse me, Austin, who's one of the lead brewer, Atlas, he's all into that poppy punk stuff, and he's like, yeah, dude, I go to Riot Fest every year, and oh my God, Slayer is going to play, but they're not headlining. You know who's headlining?
Blink 182.
Yep.
Really?
Oh, really?
That's just a wild guess.
I mean, they do have a lot of good bands there, but I would just want to go on the Slayer day. But right now, you can only buy passes for the entire weekend. They don't release single day tickets until like the week before, and they don't tell you who's playing what day until like a week before.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
So I gotta wait. But
that is being billed as their last Chicago appearance, by the way.
Yeah, it says right on the poster. I'm gonna go for sure, but I don't want to go 3 days to see all that unless there's friends that come in from a town or something. Which, by the way, if you guys ever want to come to Chicago, you have a place to stay. There's lots of great festivals here. Metal bands play pretty much every day. So
right on.
Big Spoon or Little Spoon?
Well, didn't you just do Slayer again? Am I making that up? Well?
I did. Yeah, I saw. It was kind of unfortunate because it was Slayer, Amon Amarth, Lamb of God, Cannibal Corpse, Amon Amarth, Lamb of God, and Slayer. And my wife was out of town, and then she came into town, and we were like trying to work out this whole schedule because my wife, weirdly enough, this one time she was trying to bend over backwards because she knows how much I love Slayer, and I already had tickets, and then like she had to go out of town, and then she came home, but by the time she came home, and by the time I had to drive through DC traffic at rush hour to try and get up to the venue, I caught most of Lamb of God, which I could give a shit less about at this point. Yeah. So I missed Cannibal Corpse, and I would like to see Amon Amarth, but I think the new Berserker album is garbage, and so I wasn't that disappointed. But I did get to see Slayer in the pit with my buddy Louis, who's a photographer for National Geographic, and his girlfriend Chloe, and then I was in the pit. But I'll have to say this: it wasn't the most enjoyable experience because when they had the pit at Jiffy Lube, which is in Virginia, which is like the big amphitheater place, the pit is way, way big, and they don't oversell it, so there's plenty of room for you to go.
Is it
at Merriweather?
Is it in the back, like in the grass, or is there like
like the orchestra pit? Like you're in the pit, like right in front of the stage. But at this place called Merriweather, which is up in Columbia, Maryland area, like the pit is super small, relatively compared, and they oversell it. So there's like you are packed like sardines in there. So like it was
moshing.
No, there was tons of moshing, but it's like, but that's the point. Like there's circle pit, there's like 3 different circle pits and stuff like that. So you just like jam smashing there. So even though I was as much as a Slayer, probably my all-time favorite band, it wasn't the most fun experience because and I had this like weird, strangely tall, large Asian guy behind me who just didn't have any concept of personal space, who thought it was like just cool to like. I don't know. I felt like he was like filling me up or something half the time, and I had to keep walking away.
Didn't I tell you I was there?
Needs personal space. This is new.
I know.
It's kind of how I feel at an Atlas show.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like, let's at least give me a kiss on the lips before you like fill me up or something. You know?
Also, Will, halfway through that story, you said a sentence that I was really leaning in for, but then it went a different way. But you said, and my wife was bending over backwards because she really knows how much I love, and I was like, where's this going? But it was Slayer.
Yeah.
The rest of that sentence was hams.
Hey, idle hams are the devil's pork chops.
I will say that it was a great show, except I think it was Temptation, the song Temptation off Season of the Abyss. Tom forgot the lyrics.
Whoops.
Oh, no. By the way, he sounds a little better, too. When I saw him, it was at the end of the tour, the first leg. And he kind of lost his voice. He wasn't doing the screams real good. But I watched some videos from your show, and he sounded like...
he was like, they were spot on, except for like that one hiccup. But
yeah,
and I do feel like when I saw Gary Holt, like in the first like couple shows that he did with them, he was not bringing you could tell that Jeff was missing. And then toward the end, like obviously it's been several years now.
Yeah,
that Gary
like 8 years, if you can believe it.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and what I remember, it was like even the next year, the next time they toured, like it was a night and day difference. That it was a much tighter set. He knew how to play the songs, but the first time I saw it, it was very stark. That like, wow, this is not Slayer. Like this is a guy who doesn't know what he's doing. Not to say that Gary Holt doesn't know what he's doing. He's a fucking great guitarist and excellent and all that stuff, but it wasn't. Jeff.
Just be glad you didn't have to see him with the machine head dude, because he probably really didn't know what was going on. But Gary is totally like ensconced at this point and really fits, I think. And
that's my point. And it would only took like the second time I saw him, which was like a year after he joined. It was like night and day. It was kind of like when I
remember you saying that.
Quick story aside, when I saw the Death tribute bands and Death to All, or what is that called? Yeah. The first time I saw it, and is it Max Phelps who does vocals on that? Yeah. The guy from Exist. Yeah. The first time I saw that, it was fucking terrible. Yeah. It was really, really bad. The second time was really, really good. I mean, night and day difference, and that just goes to show you how much you need to practice and rehearse and everything.
You know, they had doctored up the set list a little bit too on this leg too. So there was a couple, and I don't remember what they were, but I was like, oh, we'll get to hear that, whatever it was. It's been. Oh, by the way, Jeff's passing was just in the last couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
with the anniversary.
May 13th, I believe, or 23rd. No, 13th, I think.
Something like that. Yeah, 13th more likely than 20th. No, I don't know. I'll look it up.
May's a bad month, isn't May? Also the Dio and Pete Steele month.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Dio's doing the hologram tour. I want to take my son, but it was like it started like at 9:00 at night up in Philadelphia. I'm like, well, I'm not taking my son. I think it was yesterday, or maybe it's today. Maybe today.
Jeff Hammond was May 2nd.
Okay.
And he's been, how many years has he been gone?
6.
Anybody? 6.
2013, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I was thinking of 13.
So. Yeah. But Gary was with them a little bit, like a year or two before that.
Yeah, I was going to say he stopped playing.
Yeah, because Jeff couldn't play.
I've got one more shot at Slayer this summer in Germany, and that will definitely be a priority.
I'm sure believe they'll end in California, so I'll probably see them again.
Who knows if they're actually going to end? Because they were.
I think no. Tom's done. Sure. Tom's done.
What was interesting is the last 2 times I saw them, they do that thing where they just like silently walk around the stage at the end of their set.
I love it.
And they just stare at the crowd and they just soak it in. I thought, I have to say, the first time I saw it, like, wow, this is like awesome because this is it. Like he is literally soaking it in. But then it's been a whole nother year now. And he's still doing the same thing, which I don't say that he's still not soaking it in, knowing that this maybe is like some of the final shows. But it was more powerful the first time they did it.
Certainly.
But what was interesting this time is they did not take a break and do an encore. They just like went right into their set, played Angel of Death, and that was it. And people were like, wait, you just played Angel of Death. Wait, where's the encore? Like, there is no encore. They just play through it, and they're done. And then, like, they literally spend probably 10 minutes just all 4 of them just walking around the stage, especially Tom, mostly Tom, walking on the stage, just like soaking it all in. And it's
One
really
of the-
cool. It's
one of the
classic.
reasons I'm convinced Tom really is done, and Carrie will go on to do something. I would be interested to see Gary and Carrie form a band.
The Gary and Carrie band.
I realized how odd that sounded as I was saying it, but I would not be surprised if that happened. God help us if he does some bullshit hell yeah thing or something like that.
Yeah, but I
He was a
remember
dumb guy.
Carrie saying that he's never done a side project because, basically, is like it would just sound like Slayer. Like he basically plays one style of music and that's all it is. And then if he did a side project, it'd just be Slayer. It'd just be another version of Slayer.
Yeah,
so that's why he's never done it.
But he says he's going to continue doing something, so we'll see. But.
Slayer AD.
Which, by the way, that new live record is fucking killer, dude.
So, on the topic of Slayer, cover artist Larry Carroll died at age 65 the other day, and he did the artwork for Rain and Blood, South of Heaven, Seasons in the Abyss, and Christ Illusion. I did not realize.
Do you know what album was Seasoning the Abyss? The Obese? Seasoning the Obese?
Is that Stormtroopers? No.
Sort of. Yes, SOD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, go ahead.
I mean, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I didn't realize that one guy did so many of the covers.
Yeah. But stylistically, now that you know it, which I didn't necessarily know it either.
I mean, Rain and Blood, South of Heaven, and Seasons, you see it.
But they brought it back for Christ Illusion because that was when Dave came back too. So I'm sure they were like, okay, let's fucking do it. It'd be like having Derek Riggs. Well, Derek Riggs did do Brave New World, didn't
he? Yes, I think.
Even though it's not that great a cover, it is. It is him. I remember it's him for sure. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, did he do other covers? Do we know, or was it?
I don't think he's done it in metal covers. He did fine art. I've seen some of his other art. It's like nothing like the album covers. But
oh, really? It's not dark or anything.
Yeah, like when I looked him up, I thought it was that I was an artist of the same name, and this guy was doing other shit. I was like, oh no, that's him.
Yeah, and it's crazy because those are iconic covers. The Rain and Blood.
What's your favorite?
I mean, South of Heaven's my favorite Slayer album, so I also really like that cover. But a few years ago, I read that he actually painted two dicks. This is for Will on the Rain and Blood cover. Yeah. And I never noticed this before. He mentioned in an interview.
Where are they?
And he found it funny that no one seemed to notice. There's the bishop that's on that cover and his penis is out. And then the dude right next to him also has a penis out. It's clearly a penis, but I never noticed it before. Oh, so I really like that he had this kind of a dark sense of humor. Yeah, pull it up. You'll see it right away.
Whip it out.
Whip it out.
If you will.
Whip it out. But I like that he had this kind of a dark sense of humor for that stuff. It makes his works even better to me when I found that a few years ago. And I already love those covers, because they're seminal covers. And
yeah, they are.
What's so dark about a priest having his dick out?
Oh yeah, well it's like in shadow.
But it's clearly a dick though. It's all black.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, sure.
It's coming out, and the guy next to him, you can also see it. But I just never noticed it until I read that interview a few years ago.
Do you have the album there, Jay?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, show us the dicks. Show us your dicks.
Oh, let me get the second, see the screen, so I make sure.
Point to the penis.
There is. Wait, they're on the other side. I can't.
Oh my god, you got to do it for the bishop guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Go up a little bit.
Oh, that's
there it is. Yeah,
that's
look
a
at
big
that.
black dick.
Right, and then the guy next to him.
I don't see that one. It's not that big.
Hold on. I might have gone the wrong direction.
Yeah, there's that one. There's the other.
Sure.
Sure. That's a big.
Does this help well?
See, not circumcised.
If I wiggle it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wiggle
those are
it
dicks.
just a little bit.
It's like a Disney poster.
Yeah.
Did you actually ever see the original Little Mermaid?
Yeah,
like
I
it's
did.
clearly a giant dick in there.
I worked at a bookstore when that came.
Dude, and they only paid me like
announced,
$50 to do that. I was kind of disappointed because I got famous.
They were what? Paid 50? Oh, they paid you. That's right.
I'm surprised Will didn't.
Folks, it's
notice
a
that.
time zone. Like,
Yeah, that joke got here 3 hours late.
Yeah.
So, John, there was somebody else, another artist.
Yeah, I just noticed this happened right at the same time, but and I'm going to butcher his name, so there's no way I can get around it. I think it's Roslav Zabo, I think is the name. I know I got it wrong, but
I think it is Zabo.
I believe he was that.
I think it is Zabo.
Yeah, I believe a Polish artist, graphic designer, whatever. He was responsible for the Judas Priest logo and their covers for Sin After Sin, Stained Class, Killing Machine, British Steel, and Point of Entry. He died right around the same time as Larry Carroll. So I mentioned it to George. I was like, hey, maybe we mention him too, just because it strangely happened at the same time.
KK was nice enough to do a Twitter post on that. It included all the covers.
Yeah.
So I had seen that. I forgot.
And strangely enough, he's another guy who was not doing metal. He did all kinds of music. I think one of his big other clients was Johnny Mathis. So if you know anything about who that is, it's about as 180-degree difference that you can possibly get.
What's his name again?
I think it's Roslav Zabo. So
because I think he might have also been the big UFO dude.
It's possible. Yeah, I mean he has so many credits to his name, or had so many credits to his name. So
namely Miles Davis.
Yeah.
He did a poster for Rosemary's Baby.
So
Elton John. Yeah, he got around.
Let us see what other bathroom talk transpires here on Metalheads Podcast.
I wanted to tack on to the deaths and just mention today that Rocky Erickson died today, who I'm a huge fan of. And yeah, you might not, most people don't even know this guy. He was in a band called the 13th Floor Elevators in the 60s. He then, got involved in drugs and stuff, and he was schizophrenic probably before he got involved in drugs, but that exacerbated his issues. And he ended up in a mental institution in Texas. And
it's Sid Barrett disease.
Kind of. Yeah, no, you're right on the money. And then, there's a really good documentary about him, whose name I forget, but I think it's on Netflix. And I'm telling you, metal people would like this guy. If you want to check him out, go to Google or YouTube and look up a song called Night of the Vampire. But he's got a bunch of cool ones. This is my favorite record. I'm holding it up for the boys. It's called Gremlins Have Pictures. And he wrote, his schizophrenia both hampered his career and yet propelled his genius. And
madness and creation, you might say.
You might say so, and it's a shame that he died. He actually had a tour booked and then just up and died. He was 71. So I know R.I.P. Rocky Erickson, and I know the guys in ZZ Top were big fans of his. A lot of musicians were like, yeah, dude, Rocky Erickson. He had a voice of an angel. The guy could. I mean, it's a very musical voice. I don't want to mislead people, but when you hear it, you'll be like, whoa, dude. So anyway, sad. That's a sad one. And I highly recommend the documentary, which does end with a variety of redemption. Though he was definitely mentally ill till the end of his life. But anyway, too bad he's gone. Rocky spelled Roky.
All right, let's move on to the new releases.
This week's new releases.
First one is one of the bands called Batushka. I have no freaking idea how to say the album title, so I'm not even gonna. I wouldn't even know what sounds to make.
I was hoping it was Who Fucking Knows.
That's what I wrote on the script.
Yeah.
So apparently, Batushka, like so many other bands, have parted ways with the main guys. There's two guys, and they both claim they kicked each other out of the band. And so they're both doing a band called Batushka. Not even like, Jeff Tate's Batushka. It's just they're both called Batushka.
Wouldn't it be funny if it was Jeff Tate's Batushka?
AD or BC or something?
Yeah, no. Apparently they're just both called Batushka. And so
I don't think they can use the Batushka name, though, George, because what I read was that they had a disagreement and the singer copyrighted the name behind the other dude's back. And then it's in litigation. So apparently neither of them can actually use the name until it's settled in court.
Well,
I think he's going by his actual Polish name, not.
Yeah.
Well, I
not
can't read what's on the
anglicized or
album
anything like that.
or album cover anyway, so maybe that's not what it says. But that's how it's being billed anyway.
Yeah, I think on Bandcamp it's his name.
Is it really?
I think so.
Okay.
Wow.
If I'm not mistaken.
Which, by the way, how funny for a band of that stature or lack thereof to end up in court over a, you know, I mean, if it's artistic, whatever, I get it. But that happened not long ago. I'm trying to remember who that last one. Oh, Gorgoroth went through all that too.
It kind of bummed me out that I didn't get to catch them at Wacken because I was off delivering Jay's ticket to the dude from Wilderness King when they were playing.
Well, and what's funny is, to Jay's point, that's what I think of when I read about this story, and I'm like, you hooded guys with this whole ceremony and whatnot, now you're like in a pissing contest about who's going to have the name to all that.
In front of a magistrate.
Yeah.
Well, I hope they don't have to wear the hoods when they go in front of the magistrate, because he won't know who's talking.
That's right. I don't know who to award this to, gentlemen. I can't. I both look the same.
Frankly, I just don't care.
You're both named Batushka and you're both wearing hoods. What's going on?
Get out of my office.
Reform your goddamn band. I listened to it a little bit. It sounded pretty cool. Anyway.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
And so, George, are you talking about, because I feel like there's two camps. There's the singer and the guitar player.
It's a guitar player.
Okay.
This is his album.
But then the singer has the one on Metal Blade. Is that right? Is this coming up?
I didn't care
Blade?
enough to research it that much.
It's not out yet, though, Matt.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, supposedly they both have albums out this year.
Okay.
The guitarist is the guy who wrote all the music.
Yes.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the singer went behind his back and tried to copyright that name or something.
Oh, actually, maybe that happened with Immortal too. Maybe that was a copyright thing.
Oh, yeah.
So,
in fact, I'm almost sure it was. A court case got involved in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just too bad.
It
It's
is.
really too bad. Just work out your differes, Jesus.
Or just fucking pick another name.
Metalheads podcast on LegalZoom.com.
Oh, yeah. You beat me to it, Will.
I mean, I think most people are on the side of the guitarist because he did most of the music.
Yeah, most.
But I think his album that's out was pretty good. It was strong. It was aggressive. Black and Death tracks was good.
His has all the songs of the same name, but they go numerical.
Yeah.
Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's it. And it's a similar cover to the last album that the actual band released.
Next, we have Deathspell Omega and their 7th album, The Furnaces of Palingenesia.
This is fucking awesome, dude.
You like it?
Oh, fuck yeah. I've been listening to it all week long. Well, ever since it made it into the box.
Yeah. I
take the shit out of it, dude.
I only got through it once, but I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, this and the next one in the list are both mighty fine releases this month.
Unfortunately, I haven't gotten through this next one, which is Gall's Veered. The first album, Gastier, perhaps, Ghosts Invited. Gall, of course, the former singer of Gorgoroth, previously mentioned, and
Satan,
and Godseed, yes. And did a stint in. But
you need like a good will pause.
Well, no, I need to have a glass of wine in my hand too.
Yeah, yeah. I love this dude. This is one of he's stretching his. You know what it reminds me of in a more blackened way is what Isan is doing right now. And what I mean is he's being real creative and he's letting some weird things come into the mix. This is a good record, dude. I highly recommend this.
I only listened to about the first third, and I thought the same thing, Jay, that he's letting it breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I don't want to mislead anybody thinking it sounds like Isan. It's just
not even close.
Yeah, no, but this is a guy who comes from this kind of black metal background, and it's blackish, but it's also kind of got a retro guitar sound on it, even the heavier parts. And then there's a definitely some folksy things, which is not too uncommon or not too weird a choice for him. This is a really inventive record, and this is definitely going to be on my list this year.
But he's not getting off the highway if people are worried about that.
Yeah,
he's staying.
Not by a long shot.
He's just.
Well, I don't know if he's staying straight.
Maybe not that, but
people are still awake on the podcast.
I agree. It's a good album, and so was the Deathspell Omega one. I agree.
Yeah, those are really both had to consider for releases of them. Well, no, but are they both out now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Both would have been good choices for me.
Yeah, I considered that.
It was a strong month, I think.
It was probably strongest month of the year so far, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Strong to quite strong.
Yeah.
Can I just say one thing about the Galls?
Which is a 3 and 4 on the scale 5.
Satan.
Yes.
Yeah.
You were saying, Matt, was that your Galls word?
Yeah, I was trying to get a long pause, but I fucked it up.
No, we stepped in.
Sorry to step on your pause.
Hashtag
all good.
Uncomfortable silence.
So
Will's been on pause for the last 10 minutes.
Talking about black metal, he's like, "Fuck, I
want to know what he's eating."
The ham's is settling in.
He's eating ham.
Kids' food is that?
He's eating
exactly, kids' food, man.
Ritz bits.
Ritz bits with cheese, man. I'm fucking hungry.
Hey, my mom makes these little bagel pizzas. You guys want some?
So the next band,
it's almost 11 o'clock at night. I'm drinking beer. I got the munchies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this next band I'd never heard of. They're called Cull, and it's their first album called Exile. But what I didn't know was that this is basically the entire band Balsa Goth with a different singer, because apparently Byron's, I don't know, either he's a dick or he didn't want to do anything or what. But and so this is basically a Balsa Goth album.
There's nothing worse than a dick that doesn't want to do anything.
I know. Fulfill your purpose.
And we all nod in agreement silently.
That's right.
We lack purpose.
Does that mean they broke up, or is it just
they've just been on a hiatus for 15 years or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I haven't read, but I have to assume that the rest of the guys are like, we'd really like to put out some more music, and we're just going to get a different singer and call ourselves something else. So if you like Balsa Goth, the whole they were one of the early symphonic black metal. I mean, they were called symphonic black metal, but they didn't sound like truly symphonic black metal. It was more of a fantasy themed symphonic extreme metal.
Speaking of, and this is completely off track, but not altogether, how nowhere did that new Dimmu Borgir record go last year, dude? That thing
straight in the toilet.
To the bottom of the ocean. Didn't it, dude? I was thinking about that because they were huge. That's a good example of you can't wait that fucking long, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I'm a big fan of theirs anyway, but I don't know why that popped into my head the other day. I was like, wow, that fucking thing came and went.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they toured.
Yeah, I don't know. Next, we have the Nocturnus AD album. Speaking of AD, Paradox. This is the first album from Nocturnus AD, but the Nocturnus band, of which this is based on, I believe had 3 albums back in the day. Seminal death metal albums. And this one's pretty good. If Will can stop chewing it long enough, I bet he's got something to say about it.
I'm really captivated by my Ritz Bits crackers that I'm stealing from my children. And I have not heard the album.
You haven't heard it? Wow, I would have expected you to be on that. It's in the box, man. Anyway, back to chewing. And pretending he doesn't hear me. He's like, doo, doo, doo. All right.
Will's in the
does anybody else have anything to say about it?
I thought it was cool. I only listened to a little bit of it, so
Me
which
too.
is pretty much all for these albums. I only got a chance to listen to about 3 or 4 songs from each one.
Okay. Next, we have the new EP from Slaghead, Lesser Workings Volume 1. This is the follow-up EP to their first album. They're a Hampton, Virginia band. They've been on the podcast, and they're good. It's a good EP, for an EP.
It's very. I think it's. I mean, it's been a while since I listened to them, but it's really different sounding than the first one, isn't it?
It's better, yeah.
I mean, it's like a little. They backed off the distortion a little bit or something like that. There's almost a weird retro feel to some of it. And there's some more doomy kind of passages on it, if that's the right way to say it. Which is not the case.
Complex. It's more complex, more progressive elements on it than the first album. But actually, when I was a listener, you guys introduced me to Slaghead because they were on for the interview.
That's right.
So I didn't know anything about them until I heard the interview that you guys did. So
That's
I really
what we
enjoyed
do.
First.
That's what we do.
It was one of those annoying interviews, though, where it was like this throwaway record to them, and it got put out. You know what I mean? They were just like, I don't know, it was just something we did, and then people started telling us it was good, so we put it out.
Really?
And that record's really good, man. I mean, you know,
really good.
Yeah,
But
so it's cool that they came back and did more.
This one, I think it shows a lot of growth. The production's better. Like I said, it's more complex, more progressive elements on it. But it still has great riffs on it. That song, Night of Wands, is really good. It just sounds bigger.
Night of Wands sounds like Decibel. Come on.
Can I also remind you? I have to remind you, and I'm almost sure that this is the guys who did this, and actually it works with the Night of Wands theme. That wasn't this supposed to be a 3-part trilogy, and they were telling the end first. Wasn't the first record? Remember that?
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, it's like this time travel thing, and it goes backwards in time or something like that. So
I don't know. Is this part of that though? Because
there is some references to the tarot in the first one too, because Night of Wands is a tarot card, and the first one has the tower on it. So I mean, maybe, I don't fucking know. I mean, they didn't even bother telling us the story. All they were like, it's too complicated to tell you.
I mean, they're really good. I think they could make a serious splash in metal, but I wish they would have just done a full album.
Yeah, me too.
Because
that's what I say about every EP.
One. Yeah, but this one they actually tag Volume 1, which means there's at least one other one to follow, right? So why not just finish Volume 2 and then deliver a proper full length?
But also, this should be Volume. Wait, this one's called Volume 1?
Yeah.
It should be Volume. If they're telling this story backwards, it should be Volume 2, but whatever.
They may have abandoned that, Jay. You don't even know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because I can't. No, you're right. Because I don't even know what the story is.
They were like, we don't even understand it, so we're just going to kind of quietly walk away from that.
That's the only.
You know what? I called mine here Seventh Son of a Seventh Son, which started as a concept record, and on the second side, they were like, fuck it.
Yep.
Maybe they need to tattoo that on them to remind themselves.
Memento.
But listen, the EP is really good. You know, I'm looking forward to hearing more from them. But yeah, I don't do Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3. Just put out a record.
Yeah.
Tell that to what's that? Beastmaker. Beastmatch. The band that Doom put out 9 EPs.
On this, yeah.
Is that Beastmaker? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
All right, if I can play catch up for a quick second, I did listen to about 10 seconds of Nocturnus AD. It's already in my wish list. I did not see that it was in the box or mega, whatever we're calling it now, the mega box.
Yeah.
Let's just call it the mega box.
Sure.
I dig it. For the 10 seconds that I heard, I'm like, oh yeah, this is something I'm going to like.
That's why I called on you in class. I was like, my star pupil will know this one.
I don't know what it was. Like there was a 1 or 2 day period where you downloaded like crazy amounts of stuff and put it in Mega, and I downloaded a whole bunch of stuff except for that one.
All right. So there's 2 more new releases that I added this morning, so they're not on your list, but I did tell you about them. First one is the new Dark Throne album, Old Star, their 18th album.
Wow, 18. Jeez.
Damn.
And
I already dove into this. I think you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised. You especially, George. It's definitely it's exact. Oh, you did? Okay. What did you think?
I like it. I think I like it better than Arctic Thunder.
Well, it's exactly as he keeps describing it in interviews, which is it's like dead on 80s. This is such an 80s record, dude. But so if you're up for that.
It's like some of the tracks are slower, like The Hardship of the Scots is a little slower, but I Muffle Your Inner Choir, which is such a cool title.
Such a cool title.
Is a bit faster, and some of the other ones are a bit faster. So I think it's going to take some more listens for me to digest it, because I only got through it once today, but I was curious. The last song is called The Key is Inside the Wall. And because of what he said about the 80s, I was like, oh, dude, this is totally about that Atari game of Adventure. Do you remember that game?
Could be, yeah.
And how you had to have the keys and the arrows,
Sure.
and you could take the key and push it into the wall and hide it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was like, oh, that's totally what it's about. Then I read the lyrics, and it's totally not what it's about.
He's, he I'm sure you guys, I don't know if you guys follow him on Facebook, but he does playlists and stuff like that. He gets it, dude. Like recently he went and out of regret added to a playlist. He said, I should have put this on whatever recent playlist. And he put on the whole Twisted Sister, You Can't Stop Rock and Roll record. You know what I mean? Like he's so okay in my book.
Yeah.
Man. Like Yeah.
You're talking about Fenris.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I meant to tell you guys, I reached out to them to try to get an interview with him, but I think I got the wrong webpage. That was one of the big fish I was trying to go after.
Well, he only does written interviews.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, explain.
Even like the big magazines, he'll only do like email interviews.
Okay.
What if we said we're making Until the Light Takes Us Part 2?
I just watched that again the other day.
He says he hasn't even seen that, though. Because they keep asking him. They say, they're like, have you seen, Lords of Chaos? And he's like, I haven't even seen Until the Light Takes Us.
He doesn't need to. I mean, it's just him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all he has to do is remember what he said. But I wouldn't, what's his name? I don't give a fuck because I really don't like this dude. But Grishnak or whatever the fuck, he put up a YouTube commentary on Lords of Chaos. I don't know what he said about it.
That should be funny.
Yeah,
should include that on the DVD. Yeah. All right. So speaking of ridiculous things, the last new release is Gloryhammer, Legends from Beyond the Galactic Terror Vortex. It's their third album. I listened to the first couple songs. I'm like, yep, that's Gloryhammer. And I think I figured out why Will does not like Gloryhammer. And it's probably because it's so close to the name he was going to use for the glory hole, which was Glory Hummer.
I know. I mean, fucking guys ripped me off. I mean, what? Respect my copyright. No, they're gonna we're not gonna name it Glory Hummer. We're gonna take that name and we're gonna make it Glory Hammer. And then I'm thinking, shit, I should have named the glory hole Glory Hammer. Fuck.
It's a total take it to the magistrate kind of thing. And yeah.
It's bullshit cheese and all that stuff. But let me remind you, or let's see which one of you can remember what band, well-loved band by the pod, has a singer who used to sing in Gloryhammer.
Yeah, I was thinking about that today, trying to remember.
I think you'll be shocked.
Well, it's a heavier band, isn't it?
Yeah, everybody loves them. We all like them.
But I forget who it was.
Doom Band.
Huh?
Doom Band from England.
Doom Band from England.
Was it King Goat?
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, really?
Yeah, that dude. That guy used to sing in Glory.
Oh, yeah, that was a long time ago.
It
was not the current guy. Yeah.
Well, no. He's not on any of the records or anything, but.
Well, because the guy who does it now, pardon me while I pull out my Gloryhammer.
Flatulate.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
I listened to, because I saw it on the script tonight, and I listened to some Gloryhammer. Because I'm not sure if I actually ever listened to Gloryhammer. I just know it's kind of a joke, to the point that I was in Israel a couple of years ago, and I went to this, heavy metal bar in Tel Aviv, which is really just a bar that you can smoke in, and they have a rebel flag hanging up because it's a rebel bar. Like, okay, you guys clearly don't understand
the metal thing.
Yeah. And when I get in there and they're playing like Nirvana and shit, and I was complaining, and then I sat down next to this guy, and he's smoking his fucking ass off, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I really love fucking Gloryhammer," and I just literally started laughing in his face.
So the guy I was thinking of,
how much of a joke Gloryhammer was, and then I remembered it all came back to me when I listened today to Gloryhammer. I'm like, I really want a glass of wine for all this cheese.
Yes, it is, but it's intended to be cheesy. And the guy I was thinking of, I think it was started by the keyboard player from Ailstorm.
Well, that's actually speaks volumes. Then, yeah.
Well, now there's a really serious,
yeah, seriously cheesy as well.
Serious about partying.
Hey, you don't want to get stuck in an Ailstorm, bro.
No, man.
Yeah. Tornadoes follow.
Yeah.
I kind of actually do want to be stuck in an Ailstorm.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, you're right. I didn't think that through.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, just work at a brewery.
Yeah.
Yeah. Will has an Ailstorm every day.
Sometimes it's a lager storm.
Oh.
All right, so why don't we do our top 5?
All
By the way, fuck you with this top 5. This is hard.
This was John's, so tell it to John.
Fuck you, John. I love you, but fuck you.
I didn't.
That's the beauty of this list because you think it's easy, and then within 1 minute you're like, "What the fuck am I gonna pick?"
Yeah,
exactly.
I did. None of mine are obvious, but they are truly ones that I hum along to and try to emulate in my own stupid driving the car way.
If your number one is not my number one, you suck balls. But
that means it's wrong. So it's right at the all suck balls.
But I put this on here now. John had mentioned it, and I was like, "Yeah, it'd be great, because we're going to go see Iron Maiden soon." Because I, for some reason, thought Iron Maiden was in June, and it's not till July, so we're doing this a little early.
Well, maybe we could do this as volume 1, and we could do volume 2 before the show.
After the show might be better.
Or if we get slagheaded, it, we'll do volume 2 first, and then do volume 1.
This is our EP.
Yeah. All right. Well, Marcus-san, start us off.
My number 5 is Wasted Years.
That's a good one.
Oh, good one.
Good call.
Dude, Somewhere in Time just has so many good ones.
Up to and including Loneliness of the Long Distance Runner. Right? Nobody likes that song. It's a great fucking song, man.
I like everything off that album.
I
celebrate the entire catalog.
I almost picked songs from one album for all 5.
Sure.
I had to re-listen to them over and over because there's a lot of them that I sing.
Well, speaking of Somewhere in Time, what's the best riff on that album, John?
Sea of Madness.
God damn straight. I know my boy John.
Alexander the Great, dummy.
Fucking riff. I said the best riff. John.
Matt.
Or no, Matt. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
My number 5, Dos Minutos to Midnight.
All right. Good call. I'll buy it.
Nice. That was on my short list.
I like it a lot. But it's not on my list.
It's not on my list.
My number 5, it's a simple one to sing, but I think it's awesome. And I was fortunate to see it once. Heaven Can Wait.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, Somewhere in Time again.
Yep, that was also on my short list.
I keep thinking Short and Curly's. I don't know why.
My number 5. I don't know if I'm going to get praise or a massive amount of shit for putting this number 5, but Iron Maiden.
Sure.
I will take that as, ooh, baby, you put that on your list. You do a little smack, a little something special.
Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth?
Heaven is a place on earth. Belinda Carlisle, yo.
Dude, the next lyric in that song is the most funny lyric ever, and it's, they say in heaven, love comes first. Such a terrible lyric. Mine is weird. I chose the weirdest one, but it's because there's a story behind this, and that's that I put this vinyl on from time to time, and I lip sync this song for my wife, who thinks it has the funniest lyrics in history, and it kind of does. Quest for Fire.
Oh, I love that song.
Oh, nice.
In a time when dinosaurs walked the earth, when the land was swamped. George, I dance just like that when I do it, dude. I swear to God. She thinks it's the funniest shit ever.
Chase down dance.
And when, because this is a podcast, you can't see what George is doing. George actually took his pants off.
That is not what I did.
And was twerking. So it's nice to know that you and Gene have that special bond.
Yeah.
It was
picture that with Quest for Fire, and you get yourself a weird evening, man.
He was doing the chicken dance. He was doing the chicken dance and twerking at the same time. If you can visualize that.
All right, George, number 5.
My number 5 is The Trooper.
Yeah.
Nice.
That probably should be on everybody's list.
Probably
including
should
mine,
be.
Which is not.
I mean, come on, who doesn't sing along to that one?
Exactly. Yeah. Okay.
All right, Marcus-on.
The Trooper's a weird one though, because it doesn't actually have a chorus.
That's right.
But it does have.
It does. But it's great. I love the song, but it doesn't have a true chorus that you can sing.
Yep.
That's why it's not on my list.
Sure.
My number 4 is
Spoiler alert.
Longest Day.
Dude. Will, you hate that record, and you're wrong too for that song alone.
Great.
But they don't play it. You can't sing along to something they don't play.
Oh man, that part where he says "Open Hell's Gate" and it kicks in, dude. Fuck, that's so fucking powerful. I love that song.
So you know what The Longest Day is about?
I assume D-Day, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it is D-Day.
Thought you were gonna make a joke. Can't make a joke about D-Day.
No, but it did have the word longest in it, so it could have gone either way.
That is true.
Yeah, this is a really interesting list because I wouldn't say these are my favorite songs. It's just the songs that I sing.
Yep.
You feel like lying to sing one.
Out. Yeah.
Yep.
No, mine's the same way, and they're not all catchy choruses I chose.
Yeah, but I can almost. I mean, if there's not that many Iron Maiden songs that suck, unless it's on Matter, Life, and Death and
Book of Souls. Yes, yes.
That's what I'm
Book of Souls. Yeah.
Which is where the Longest Day comes from, but fine.
Yeah. But
That's a song. I like
great
that song.
fucking song. There's a lot of good songs. The legacy on that album is great too.
Well, I will say that compared to Book of Souls, Matter, Life, and Death is like a fucking brilliant album.
See, now you're John George's desire. See if you can piss off John. Tell us you hate John's favorite Iron Maiden record too. Not that that's George's favorite.
No.
Matt.
I was surprised at how much I actually sing off of this album, but not this album, but the album that this song is on. My number 4 is The Wicker Man.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Is that Brave New World?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Your time will come.
Yeah, that's true.
And a little classy bit when they opened with that on the tour. You know, it's got the opening riff, and it's Adrian Smith that runs out on the stage, who had just returned to the band. So I thought that was kind of cool that every night he was the first guy out on his return. So,
Cool.
My number
Little
4,
known fact.
I'm the only one that has this on their list. I don't care. It's an actual Blaze song, but I'm choosing the Bruce version of it.
Oh,
The Klansman.
it's complex.
Yes, Jay knows what I'm talking about. Just for the one word freedom, when Bruce sings that, I just want to scream that out because it's just so awesome on the Rio DVD and live album. So, and I got to see that actually the very first time I ever saw them. I saw them play the Klansman with Bruce, and we may get it again this tour, possibly.
Oh,
So,
interesting.
yeah, maybe they're playing it again. So,
What album is that on?
I think it's Virtual 11 or whatever it's called.
IX or 912.
Yeah. But when Bruce does the few songs they do from those 2 Blaze albums, I think they sound pretty good with him singing. So it might just be the vocals for me. So
Well, that's Bruce for you, though, dude. I mean, John, another mutual love of ours is The Beast Over Hammersmith, and Bruce singing the Paul stuff is amazing. I mean, and I like Paul, but Bruce singing the Paul stuff, like Wrathchild and stuff like that, and Killers is fucking off the charts, man.
That's my favorite Maiden live album.
Oh, me too. I want it to come on vinyl. I'm crossing my fingers.
Heartbeat.
William.
My number 4. I may get shit for this, but I put this at number 4 because it's kind of obvious. Run to the Hills.
Yeah.
Run. And he does this where he waves, he points his finger and he crosses his body. And my wife actually went to go see Iron Maiden one time. And that's the one thing she remembers. Bruce Dickinson just pointing his finger and slowly run to the hills and like pointing at the crowd. And anyway. Yeah.
I wouldn't be. I'm pretty sure that's the one George is going to chide us if it's not on our list, but we'll see. Mine is the very next song after Matt's choice off of Brave New World. Anybody remember what that song is called? Number 2 on Brave New World? I know it's a favorite of yours, Joyce. Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Hard not to sing it. And they are lost. Oh, fuck.
Is that Ghost of the Navigator? Is that what you said?
Ghost.
Yeah.
Oh, Ghost of the Navigator.
That's true, man. I fucking love that song.
Funny story. So funny story about my little interjector story is that we when I was the lead brewer at Fairwinds Brewing Company, we wanted to name a beer Ghost of the Navigator. And because the head brewer, Charlie, he's a big Iron Maiden fan as well. So we're like, let's, because it was all nautical theme stuff. So like, oh, Iron Maiden, nautical theme, Ghost of the Navigator. Let's fucking do it. And then we got it shot down, but
shot down by who?
The owner.
Well, then rhyme in the Ancient Mariner, man. Move on.
So we have a Ghost of the Mariner beer, and we have so tonight I drank Hell's Navigator.
Oh,
so
nice.
like they crossed up like 2 different songs and made 2 different beers. So there was a Ghost of the Mariner instead of Ghost of the Navigator, and then there was
Hell's Navigator.
Hell's Navigator.
What does the Hells come from?
Hell.
You don't see that?
Hell.
Satan, bro.
Where you want
Hello.
the fuck come from?
Sorry. Where the fuck are we here? I got lost.
I think it's John.
Oh, it's me.
Is it you?
No, it's you. Yeah. No, I did Ghost in the Navigator. So
Oh, yeah, it is me. All right. So I'm not a prisoner. I'm a free man. Come on now.
What number are you?
I am. I don't know. I think I'm number 6.
No, your number. You
4.
are. There you go.
4. The prisoner. Yeah.
Yeah, but who is number 1?
You
Man,
are
it's-
number 6.
I'm not a number. Who is number 1?
Yes.
Isn't that off like the Spy Who Shagged Me when he's in the bathroom with Tom Arnold?
No.
Who does number 2 work
yeah.
for? Yeah, you give that turn a good fucking hard time.
Actually, this is easy, but do you know where it's from, right? It is from somewhere, obviously.
Oh yeah.
What's
John knows.
What's what from?
It's
The
from
prisoner. The prisoner thing.
the television show.
Yeah.
I can't draw. Is it
Fugitive?
No, it's
No.
called the prisoner. Oh, it's called the prisoner.
Oh,
Prison?
but there's an old
There's
one and
a-
a new one,
wait.
right?
Wait,
No. This is
No.
from the 60s.
the song "The Prisoner" is from the
Show.
TV show "The Prisoner."
The intro. Yes.
Mind blown.
Yeah, the intro. But there's like, have you watched that documentary on them?
Yes.
And you know what I'm talking about? And
Oh, yeah.
Martin Birch tells the story.
Mhm.
Or one of them tells the story, and Martin Birch called Patrick McGowan to see if they could use that.
He's totally down.
And Patrick McGowan just was like quiet for a minute, and he was like, "Do it." And he hung up the phone, and it was so clear that he was nervous to talk to him. And Steve Harris and them, the guys were all sitting there, were like, "Why were you so fucking nervous to talk to Patrick McGowan?" And he goes, "Because he's a fucking legend, not like you cunts."
Yeah. I love that he says, "Do it."
Do it. Just leaned in there like, "Do it."
All right, number 3.
Number 3. My number 3 is "Dream of Mirrors" from Brave New World.
Wow.
Getting a lot of love from that album. For that album, rather.
Well, this is my first.
No,
one
I mean
from
just
it,
in general.
But overall, yeah.
Yeah, it's
But yeah, I
Nice.
love it. I always dream in black and white, and the dream is
Okay.
true. Like you can sing through the whole thing. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Matt.
I'm a weirdo. I know. My number 3 is Moonchild.
dude, that's
Wow.
a great choice.
We're pulling out some deeper tracks here.
Things are getting weird.
You know, I considered Infinite Dreams. I didn't choose
I
it,
thought about
but I
that,
love
too.
Infinite Dreams, and I do kind of sing along with that. But anyway, but I didn't.
I think the key point here is there any Iron Maiden song we don't sing along with?
Yeah, that's why
I got
like,
one.
Fuck you.
Lost
John,
That's
for
what
for
makes
putting
it so
together.
hard.
Yeah.
Actually, I say Lost for Words, but the truth is I probably kind of sing along with that
Yeah.
too.
You make up your own lyrics.
Ba-da-da-da. Or no, I
No.
was just doing.
No, Jay's actually
Very
sits
cool
there. Jay sits there and just as they're getting ready to start, he says, "There's no bloody fucking singer on it." Oh well,
That's
Lost
it.
for Woods.
Exactly, the live version.
right, so me.
John.
I know we're not reading lyrics, but I have to read this first lyric because Marcus, this is exactly the reason why this song should be on your list.
Okay.
You take my life, but I'll take yours too. Who doesn't scream that as soon as they hear it? You fire your musket, but I'll run you through. God, yeah.
When you're waiting
Trooper.
for the next attack.
You
The
better
Trooper's
stand.
on my
There's
short
no turning
list.
back.
I love the song. It's just there's other songs that I sing.
We should have made this so that you're required to sing your choice.
The
All
thing
right.
is,
I sang a
Marcus,
little.
after that bit, I don't care. I just wanted to say those 4
Yeah,
lines.
That's it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
All right. I'll
You
sing.
and the 30,000 people standing next to you, they all
Yeah,
sing that.
you've made a good case, John.
Yeah.
You ready to hear me sing?
Yeah.
Caught somewhere in time.
Good. You did the IEI. That's good. That gets you through the gate.
Okay.
All right, I'll sing mine. I'll sing mine too. And I don't think this will be a surprise. Some of you guys are going to love this song, but some of you, I don't know. We'll see. It's a bit of a deep track. Back in the village again in the village. Oh, I fucking love that song.
Wait, so
And I sing with it every time.
I was gonna say, I'm assuming that they actually they play these songs live, the ones we want to sing along to.
Well, no, because you can sing along in your car, man.
That is true. Or in the shower.
Or the
Or
shower.
when you're the little spoon.
Yeah, for sure. No, back in the village, man. I love Bruce vocals on that, and it's just fucking great, peppy song. Gets me going.
Yeah. My number 3 is 2 Minutes to Midnight.
Nice.
Oh yeah, Matt had that one.
Yes, he did.
Nice.
He had the Spanish version.
Or what, like your wife says, say.
Are you going to sing it in
2 inches to
Spanish,
midnight.
George?
No, I don't know the Spanish one.
Dos minutos de medianoche.
There you go.
Pretty sure at least one of those words was right. Well done.
Actually, they're all right. Dos minutos a medianoche.
All right.
They're all right.
Good man.
Fuckface.
Oh, damn.
That was not Spanish.
It was.
Puta.
Yeah, I'm trying to translate. Fuck
You should have called him a puta.
Puta.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So number 2 for me, Flight of Icarus from Peace of Mind.
Nice. Yes, sir.
Do you do the echoes when he says the old man stands on the hill? Do you go hill, 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 hill when you sing along the echo?
No, but I'm gonna hear your voice in my mind whenever the song.
Sorry about that, sir. I apologize. I've ruined your experience.
No, you haven't, Jay. You've enhanced it.
Oh, that's good to hear. Matt.
I love this song. I love it more when I sing it, but I actually don't use any words, and that song is Fear of the Dark.
Nice.
Exactly.
So, does anyone know when?
Well, I think you were doing The Price is Right.
What were you saying, John?
Does anyone know when Maiden first started doing that? Because when I was listening to Heaven Can Wait, there's a part where he has that in the middle of the song where he sings that kind of moment. And I'm like, is that the first time they actually put it on record? Was on that song? I don't know.
That's a good. It probably is actually. Yeah, I think it might be.
Because I'm wondering if that was the impetus for fans to start doing it to almost every song that they play.
Yeah. Yeah. Which, by the way, I was listening to Heaven and Hell live at the Radio City Music Hall the other day, and hear the crowd do Heaven and Hell. Oh, it was fucking magnificent, dude.
Yeah. So, my turn.
Yep.
So my number 2 is always an encore song now for them. And I think I lost my voice for this when they played it at the Jiffy Lube here in the area.
It should always be said more or less like that, like it's a dirty thing.
Jiffy Lube. And that's Running Free.
Yeah,
I just
that's a good
love
one.
singing that at the end because
Just 16, pickup truck.
Out of money, out of love. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's good shit.
And I really liked
Running
the Bruce
Free,
version on Live After Death.
That's cool. You know, the one I like the most, though, is Donington. You know, his last show with them. You know, Adrian Smith comes out just for that song, and he gets the crowd to do it with them. And I don't know if they enhanced the audio for it to make it sound better live, but if you haven't heard it, go back and listen. It's pretty cool.
Was that his last show? Wasn't his? I thought his last show was that.
Oh, well,
horror
it was
thing.
last big, I think, outdoor show he did before they did
Non-pay-per-view?
before that one, yeah. I could be wrong. I thought that was
No, I'm by
outdoor
that.
show.
I have no. I only just remember how much rancor apparently existed at the end of that pay-per-view thing. Like, I guess everybody walked in a different direction, if you know what I mean. Like, fuck you.
All right, Will.
I'm probably a man alone on an island on this one, but this may, in my opinion, be the most singable song that they have, like gang singing kind of thing. Brave New World, Blood Brothers.
Blood
Yeah,
Brothers.
I guess on my short lists.
Yeah. God, it's so good. And I remember I have this very distinct memory walking through the Munich airport probably 9 years ago. And I just remember listening to this album over and over and over again. And that song in particular, I just, flying around Europe and stuff and just listen to that song, walking through the airport. It was like, God damn, this is a really fucking good song. And and it kind of reminds me of some of the military stuff, like, Blood Brothers and all that stuff. But whether it's about that or not, I'm not sure. But that is a great song to sing live.
Well, it has a new meaning for me, too, now that I've met all you guys at the Decibel Metal and Beer Festival. And we have this camaraderie for metal. It's kind of nice.
We're brothers.
You just ruined everything I just said, Will. Thanks.
There's a special moment, and you trod upon it.
Yeah. What did Matt say? Something about being salty and sticky, and
It's a little bit salty, but I like the taste.
yeah.
Does that pour some sugar on me?
So I'm a little embarrassed by my second choice because I just said I wish I put it on my list, and I obviously didn't read my own spoilers, and I did put it on my list. Infinite Dreams.
Yeah.
I swear to God, it was there, and I was just like, oops. But partially, there's so much about it I like, but especially the last verse, which I will read to you instead of singing, which is, there's got to be just more to it than this, or tell me, why do we exist? I'd like to think that when I die, I'd get a chance, another try, and to return and live again, reincarnate, play the game again and again and again. Oh, fuck, to hear Bruce sing that, dude. I'd like to think there's more than this. Oh, fuck.
You just promised us you would not sing.
Yeah.
No, no promises were made. But anyway, Infinite Dreams. A great song. Second only in Maiden. Well, maybe my number one is this style of song too. But it's like Revelations Part 2 in my mind, Infinite Dreams, and it's very close to the quality of Revelations.
That reminds me of a song that is not on my list, so I'm going to go ahead and say it now. But it could be, and that's The Evil That Men Do.
That's
some good.
That whole record is
pretty.
pretty.
Weirdly enough, my favorite album is Seventh Son, and there's nothing on my list from that album.
Or also The Clairvoyant too. It's like, there's a time to live and
a time to die.
Yeah, that's fucking.
That's a good one, Jay. Yeah, you're right.
But my actual number 2 is Run to the Hills.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be okay. I thought it'd be.
So your number 1 must be Iron Maiden.
No, I don't think so. I have a guess, but
It's Iron Maiden.
I'll keep my shit. No, I bet it's off.
He whipped me. He whipped me right in the fucking balls when I said it as number 5.
No, my guess is it's off the same record as the one he just said, but maybe I'm wrong. His number 1. We'll see.
We'll see.
Right. Marcus, let's do the number 1.
Find out.
Number 1. So the album I considered taking all the songs from one album, putting on here, was Brave New World. I was surprised. I mean, I love it. I think it might be my favorite Maiden album, but I'm surprised how singable it is.
Yes. It's one of the most chorusy ones, by the way.
It really is.
Yeah.
So I already mentioned
Ghost the Navigator, Blood Brothers. I mean, yeah.
Blood Brothers, Ghost the Navigator, Brave New World, The Mercenary, Show Them No Fear, Show Them No Pain. I love that part.
Oh, dude, and what's that, Fallen Angel, or what's that? That's God, that
Fallen Angel.
Yeah, I mean, all of them are super singable.
Big Mama's Fallen Angel.
And I was very close to just putting all of them from Brave New World. But I'm going with, Matt's already mentioned it, The Wicker Man. And I sang that Your Time Will Come. I love that chorus. I sing it every time. And it's the first song, so it gets you really pumped for that album.
I have to mention one, though, like probably the most singable moment to me on that record is those high notes on the thin line between love and hate. When it slows down, the thin line. You know that's what I'm talking about? Oh, fuck, that's so good. God damn, that was a great comeback, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
I was so happy.
I've been listening to that album a lot just because when I was going through all these things, I'm like, wow, most of the songs I have that are in contention are from Brave New World. And so I've just been listening to that a lot.
Yeah.
So Wicker Man, that's my number 1.
All right.
Cool.
Matthew.
Me. So for most of my, well, not for most of my life, but for most of my youth, there was only one Iron Maiden song I knew. So it was the only one Iron Maiden song I could sing.
Quest for Fire.
It has continued on through my life, and that is Run to the Hills.
Yeah, boy.
Sure. Yeah.
No shock.
No, yeah, can't get.
That's been 3 times right now, right?
Yeah.
Run to the Hills. Yep.
I had it. Yeah.
Probably should have been on every list.
Yep.
Definitely isn't.
I can guarantee it will not be on my list. So.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm a little surprised that I haven't heard this one yet, but I know that Will would appreciate this, and Luch would appreciate this, and my buddy Rich would appreciate this. But this is the one song that I just want to see them play. I don't think I've ever seen it.
Is this the song that inspired the list?
Yes, without question. George knows what I'm talking about. Now, I'll say the first part of the lyric, but you got to get this right. You can't get it wrong.
Is it Saints in Hell?
Wait,
no, because
was that the lyric?
No, that's
I don't recognize that.
song. It's just like
because I like the way they do the title of this song when they sing it, because they don't do the full title at first when they sing it. They repeat half of it twice. If you're gonna die.
If you're gonna die.
You're gonna die.
Thank you. If you're gonna die, die with your boots on.
Yeah, but also it's more like this: if you're gonna die, die. You know, there's like people say it in the background. That's such a good song.
You know, and then just that whole, you know, if you're gonna try, just stick around. Gonna cry, just move along.
Just move along.
Will just turned into an anime character.
He's a big heart emoji.
I do.
Or a butthole. I'm not sure.
You just earned yourself 50% off coupon at Anacostia Glory Hole because my number one is if you're gonna die.
Is it really?
Oh my god, that is my all-time.
Any of my military buddies
favorite. I mean, John nailed it. He said, "Will appreciate it. Lucha will appreciate it. It's a very military thing. If you're gonna fucking die, you're gonna die with your goddamn boots on." And I fucking love.
Let's see if we can do all the lyrics. Can we do all the lyrics from the top of our head? I remember 13. The beast is rising. The Frenchman did surmise. Through wars, terror, death, starvation, the warlord will arise. Something destruction upon the eastern plan. The truth of all predictions is always in your hand. Upon the eastern sands, yeah. Oh, fuck, man, that's a great song.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was my favorite. When that record came out, it was the one I kept going back and listening to over and over again.
Plus
even
that-
above the Trooper and everything.
Plus that live version off is still the what is it, live in England or no, Made in England is just so good.
Yeah.
Off there, so.
John, I never felt so close to you ever.
Oh, actually, I have seen it. The very first time I ever saw them, I saw that too.
What tour was it?
Believe it or not, the first time I ever saw them, which was maybe the greatest tour package ever, was in 2002 when they played with Motorhead and Dio.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I saw
that.
that.
It was a great tour.
No, I'm saying it's the greatest tour package I've ever
Wait,
seen.
was that Dio or Heaven and Hell?
It was Dio.
No,
it was Dio.
Oh.
But it was either right before Heaven and Hell happened, or it was it was right before Heaven and Hell happened.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
I mean, they opened
and then the following year, the package was Heaven and Hell, Motorhead, Judas Priest.
I saw that.
Priest,
Sorry,
Testament.
that's what I saw. I
Yeah,
saw
I
Heaven
saw
and
that
Hell.
too.
Motorhead.
I thought we were coming into a new renaissance, but those two tours happened. I was like, this is what you should have been doing for fucking years.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Ian Hill right now is publicly calling for a Priest Maiden tour.
Well, they announced it, or somebody said something.
It was supposedly leaked by anonymous sources.
Yeah.
What was it? What were they calling it? The
And it's with Testament and then some other unknown band. It's probably like the daughter or son
it's
of
the
one
son
of the
of
other members.
Steve Harris.
But is it an actual tour? This is really.
Yeah, I sent it out
They're
earlier. It's
rumors.
Hold on, get past the dildo picture. The Metal Legions tour featuring Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Testament, and the Raven Age.
You had me at the beginning, you lost me at the end. But I'll tell you, I'll say this: if you read KK Downing's book, which I think you did, George, or at least you got it,
they did not like each other.
No, not at all. Which was a surprise to me, but apparently they fucking hated each other.
Yeah.
All right, my number two, I really want to commend.
Do you want to do your number one?
Would you like?
Oh, my number one. Excuse me. Yeah, my number one. Excuse me. And I do commend the last two choices. I actually considered that song it's like one of my top 10 probably favorite Maiden songs, Die with the Boots On. This one though is just majestic, and there's a particularly fine version of it on the Beast over Hammersmith, as loved by John and I, Children of the Damned.
Oh, nice. I thought you were going to say Total Eclipse.
Just that chord.
Also on my short list. Really good.
That chorus is so good, and who doesn't ever do the air drums to Clive Barker's you know what I'm talking about? That one spot in the middle of the song. Anyway, good shit.
All right, so we know George's number one. So should we just go on to what we're listening to?
I don't know if we do.
So, I can understand if you didn't put it on your list, but if you go to an Iron Maiden show and you do not sing this song, then get the fuck out.
Okay, I guess Will's right then.
Well.
I just can't. I can't believe.
Wherever you are, Iron Maiden's gonna get you.
Can we do a quick thing and try to think of as many songs as you can in the first minute or two of a band who has a song called who has a song called the same as their band name?
Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath.
Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath. There was another one that was on the tip of my tip. Motorhead has a song called Motorhead. Not Metal.
I think does Overkill have a song called
Yeah,
Overkill?
they do. Yeah. Not Metal, but Bad Company has a song called Bad Company.
Well, Heaven and Hell has a song named after them, but it was done by a band called Black Sabbath.
That's right. That's right. That's the
Wait, does Glory Hammer have a song called Glory Hammer?
On the new album.
There we go.
Do they really?
Because that's
Oh,
ridiculous.
you're joking. They really do, George? Oh, that's ridiculous.
I totally pulled that out of my ass, and I'm right. I love it.
I mean, it's obviously a joke. I mean, listen to some of these song titles from the new album. Hold on. Here we go.
Just listen to the album title.
Yeah.
Not entirely related, and I will get out of your way here in a second, George. But did you notice? Go ahead. Sorry. Well, only I was going to say to John, because I know, and I guess you watched it too, George, that video of Rob kicking the phone. Not quite close, but still, he's singing a great version of Judas is Rising in that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which is such a great comeback song.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Judas is Rising.
So a couple of the song titles off the Glory Hammer album. The Land of Unicorns.
You should just check out right there.
Power of the Laser Dragonfire.
Are you serious?
And that soon-to-be classic, Legendary Enchanted Jetpack. So you can tell they take themselves very seriously.
They really are like they get.
Yeah, they know. Yeah, they that better be a joke. Please, God, don't let that be some guys going. You know what sounds fucking cool.
George, I think you're a band you really like. Voivod has a song called Voivod. Actually.
Yes.
Good one.
All right, then.
I think Madonna has.
That's the extent of my knowledge for this.
and I'm done. Drop the mic.
All right. Well, if we move on to what we're listening to. We might get in under midnight.
Oh, jeez.
I believe in us.
Rapid fire.
What did I say to you, George, last night about the podcast? When you see all these other,
you were like, I wonder what it would be like to all be naked together and smear ourselves with red jelly.
I already know what that's like. That's old hash. No, but George and I were lamenting how people are like just running through podcasts, like, hey, that guy started after us and he's got 462 episodes. Well, and I'm like, yeah, but every one of our episodes is like 3 or 4 episodes long.
Indeed.
So we've technically done about 500 episodes this year.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, so Sean, who's one of the Brewers QA/QC guy guru at Atlas, he's like, hey, I finally listened to an episode, and he listened to the first like quarter of the Decibel Metal Beer Fest. He's like, he goes, I love the part where you were so drunk you didn't even realize you were being recorded.
We were talking about that.
And I stopped listening after that. Did Sean tell you about that?
No, well, we were talking about that with Uhtcearu, I think, last night.
Yeah.
I think Iced Earth has a song called Iced Earth.
And I was like, oh no, trust me, I'm like way more sober the rest of the episodes. Anyway.
Yeah, that's not the one to start with. Should definitely do like an end of year, mid-year episode.
Oh yeah,
I don't know. Maybe do the Maiden coverage first.
The Lost Maiden tapes.
Wait, Will has been sober for at least one episode? I'm
No. We had to stitch it together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every episode.
Okay.
I've been much better lately.
Actually, I'm the only one on the podcast anymore. I just stitched the episodes together from things you've said.
Well, apparently, George, you do voices for other people like me.
Yeah, and he's got little puppets in the studio. And
Hello, my name is Marcusson.
Both Marcusson and Jay, before you both came on, I'm like, oh, wait, is Marcusson on? And it was just sound clips from both of you, actually.
Well, from now on, when you mention Marcusson, because of his high-flown ways, I'm going to picture Mr. Peanut. Top hat, monocle, the whole deal.
This is the last podcast I drink beer on. From now on, I'm going to be drinking tea.
Yeah, you mean like you
with my pinky,
like Jay.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, it's a.
Man, I'm hammered. Nice.
Let's talk about what we're listening.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay. I guess I'm first. So, Adrift, Pure, which we mentioned earlier.
Not Spirit Adrift.
On Temple of Torturous Records. Yes, it came out today. And on the last cast that I did with you guys, I we did our top 5 most anticipated albums, and this was on my list. And I'm happy to say it exceeds my expectations. It's great. Glorious progressive post-metal band with black metal vocals. Really great. Ever since a painter in Spain recommended this band to me while I was vacationing in Madrid.
I remember that.
I have loved this band. It's my album of the month, as we mentioned earlier, and it'll definitely be on my mid-year list. And I'm hoping that this album will reach a wider audience because they've been around a long time.
I listened to some clips tonight because you mentioned it. I didn't have time to listen to the whole thing, but I listened to some clips and I was like, I'm going to come back for more.
You know, for what it's worth, whenever one of you speaks with passion, I always go to check it out. I can't listen to everything, but when somebody's like, trust me, dude, so I'll go check it out for sure.
Trust me, dude, cool. Glory Hammer. It's not something you want to listen to.
I also listened to Crypt's Cadaver Circulation, also out today. Did we have that in the box early? I think
yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
Been there for a couple.
Great old school death with a harrowing doom thrown in. I love the murky, swirling guitar sound on this record. I mean, I've been a fan of Crypt's for a couple of their albums, but this is really good. I need to listen a little bit more, but I think it might be their best. Spirit Adrift, not Adrift, but Spirit Adrift. I've been listening to Divided by Darkness on $20 Spin Records. It's another strong album from them, I think. They surprised me because they reconfigured their kind of doom sound into more of a classic heavy metal style, but I think it works for them. I like that they were afraid to try to change things up. The album is growing on me. I don't know if it's going to end up on my mid-year, but definitely growing on me as I listen to it more.
I was telling John that I'd been listening to it and that I was into it, and that it reminded me of ghost vocals on a Chemist album.
Mm-hmm. It's really good, and all the songs are very strong. I think
it's good.
Mm-hmm. Idle Hands, Mana on Eisenwald Tonschmied Records. I don't know how to pronounce that. Very unique, very emotive blend of heavy metal, goth rock, and new wave, I would say. It's very catchy and fun, and very memorable tracks. Not something I would normally listen to, but I really like this album. It's just something very different. Cool. Let's see. And then the other couple I listened to, Uncoffinized, which is Chambers of Deprivation on Maggot Stomp Records. This is probably the filthiest death metal album I've heard this year. I love how ferocious. It's ferocious and filthy, and it's quite good. And I know there's some bands that we like who also like this band. And then the other one, Glassing, Spotted Horse on Brutal Panda Records.
I know them.
Very dynamic, well-textured mix of post-metal, black metal, shoegaze, hardcore. I also want to say that Brutal Panda is an amazing name for a record company.
It is, dude, yeah, because it's like, seriously. If
we get promos from
like
them.
That one guy.
Have you guys ever seen the show Syphil and Ollie? It was this weird sock puppet variety show on MTV in the late 90s. And it featured these musical numbers I loved the show so much. And there was a feature on there where there was this dude who thought pandas were the most vicious killers in the animal kingdom. And he called them bears of Satan, and he'd sing these songs about it. And when I saw that this band was on Brutal Panda Records, I thought, I wonder if the guys who started Brutal Panda ever watched Syphil and Ollie.
Sure,
it's great. I don't have to send you guys some links to some of it because oh my God, I fucking love it. They came back. They did some new versions maybe a couple years ago, I think. They were just on, online. And they were still as good as I remembered. So I think it maybe only lasts a season or two on MTV, but and it kind of reminded me that MTV did a lot of like really risky things and tried new things
for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, those are the albums I've been listening to lately.
Cool. Matt?
I've been listening to a lot of the new Full of Hell. I'm finding it's growing on me more and more. I listen to it. From a few weeks back, that would be Weeping Choir. From a few weeks back, the band Stellar Master Elite and the album Hologram Temple. That one has really kind of stuck with me. The more I go back, it just feels even more complex.
I like that one, Pat.
Yeah.
I like it.
Definitely, like I listened to it, I really dug it, and then I went back and I was like, man, this is much deeper than I thought it was. Digging the Gauls Weird or Wired. Veered. Yeah, good call. I should know that. I've been listening to a lot of what I can get my hands on as far as the two Batushkas, Dos Batushkas. And then today, I most of the day there was a stream of the new Pelican album on NPR, and most of my day I spent listening to that. And
Dude, that is great. That's like the heaviest thing they've done in a long time.
It's insane.
And from my
I think it's out too. It's out. I don't think you have to.
No,
stream
it's not
it.
out yet, Jay. It's out in June.
Okay.
Early
Excuse me.
June.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like we had a
Sorry.
promo.
I thought it was on John's new "What Are You Listening To" list or something.
Just wait one more
was.
person, Jay.
I believe it's June 7th. I think it comes out next week.
Right on.
I mean, I thought it was on the new release, a new Music Friday list.
Yes, I did.
So it was just because of the stream, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Maybe.
It's
Speculating.
good.
I guess we're about to find out. Yeah.
Sure. My last note, I've been listening to a shitload of Sabbath, more specifically self-titled and Masters of Reality.
Cool. No need to explain yourself on those ones.
Well, actually, I want to know what spurred that on, Matt.
You know, I find when I do projects like in my home or outside of my home, I tend to either listen to, and I just put on rotation either Zeppelin, Maiden, or Sabbath.
Good call.
And I put the Sabbath on, and I always love the first album. And like, I grew up on Paranoid, the album, and unfortunately, for many years, that was all I knew of. And so, within the last 10 years, I've gotten into stuff. And man, I've always, like, the song The Wizard with the harmonica just got stuck in my head. And I'm like, fuck, I love this. And then the other one was that I had Masters of Reality on repeat. And so I would get through it and it would be Into the Void. And as soon as that was done, it would go right into the, and I'm like, oh my God, this is an amazing transition. And I would just have those two going and going and going. I mean, I totally dig probably, I was getting into like everything through, what is it called? It starts off with Hole in the Sky.
Sabotage.
Yeah, Sabotage.
Dude, let me tell you, from the first record, who amongst us, and I mean this, like this is a real thing of mine, I wish that Sleeping Village was like a much longer song. That is the coolest fucking little acoustic-y thing on there, and it's spooky as fuck, and it's over before it starts,
So let me ask you guys a Sabbath question, because I notice on a lot of the reissues, they keep like jamming songs together. Yeah. And I don't know how I feel about that. It does seem kind of weird, but I know it seems like they put like an instrumental with something else. But then I don't remember what album it was, but it was like instrumental song all together.
Wait, what was this now? On what?
Yeah, they did that like on the first album, and for whatever reasons, in the second album, they did that with War Pigs and Luke's Wall.
Yep.
But it's still the same song, but I think that was intended on the first album to put all those songs together as one because they all ran together for whatever reasons.
So if you read Mick Wall's book, I think
I need to.
It's so worth it.
It's a really good.
It's one of the better metal biographies I've ever reading.
Yeah, but I feel like this is that when you get the U.S. releases that they decided like change the song titles or the track listings and where like
it's just a sequencing thing.
Yeah, like exactly. So where it's where Black Sabbath intended to be one big long song, they chopped it up when they came to the US releases and stuff.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
I learned a kind of a weird thing the other day. I'm sorry, I'm always going off on tangents, but you guys remind me of shit. But speaking of just printing and stuff,
I remind you of
like
shit
too. Fuck you, man.
You guys always remind me of shit. On the Merciful Fate song, Don't Break the album, Don't Break the Oath, there's a song called Welcome Princess of Hell. Are you guys familiar with that at all? That song is actually called Welcome Princes of Hell, and it was a misprint on the album cover from King Diamond's own mouth there. And for years, I didn't know that. I just know that now. So anyway. Speaking of printing, and
it's kind of like seeing the dicks on the Slayer album.
Exactly, dude. Yeah,
for the first time.
Exactly. Exactly like the Slayer dick thing.
You got to bring it back around, Jay.
That's right, full circle, baby. I believe we're at the
circle of life.
Matt, did you feel like you brought that to conclusion?
I am complete. Thank you.
Good. You complete all of us, but especially me.
Likewise. Likewise, Jay.
All right. So, ton of Arch Matheos, Winter Ethereal. Well, that I'm sure nobody saw that coming.
Your album of the month, John.
It
well
is.
Deserved.
It is.
Actually, let's kind of riff on it for a minute, if you will, John, because I felt like I kind of jumped out there right away, like this is the greatest fucking thing ever, and you were like, you are as you are. You're like, yeah, I need to get through it, and I'll see where I'm at. So I want to know where you hold it up in the canon, as slim as it may be.
It's I think it's a very good record. It's a little long in the tooth at the end. There's
a couple of songs.
They could have reined it in at the end, but up through the first song they released, I mean, and for me, it's like a drummer's heaven because there's so many great players on the album.
Yeah.
And each one plays a little differently, so it's kind of nice to hear how they work them into the songs.
Is there any more well-preserved voice than that man?
At his age, it's few and far between.
Especially
really
singing in the part of the stratospheric
he sings in. Yeah, I know.
Jesus.
So that's been getting a lot of spins. This band called Atlases. I think the album's called Har. Finnish kind of post-metally sludgy band. Listen to that a little bit. There's a band called Gates to the Morning, Return to Earth. The album's not out, but there's a few songs out. And I picked it up and ended up talking with the guy, Sean, from the band, who we're thinking about possibly getting on sometime in July. So it's kind of a post-proggy black metal. It's got some interesting things on it. I think it's pretty cool. So hopefully that can work out. Band George had been beating on me to get into forever, and I haven't. And then I finally did. Now I kind of dig them. It's Mord Astigmata, Dreams of a Quiet Place. It's pretty cool. I like it.
It's a good album. I really like that.
Pelican Nighttime Stories. And yes, it is out.
Shit.
Yes, in my hands. I got it today. So I ordered it from Southern Lord, so they shipped everything out like 2 weeks in advance.
Damn.
And I just got it. Yeah.
Man,
so
I'm annoyed because I ordered it as well. They're from Chicago, and I don't have it.
Yeah.
So.
Did you order it? Did you order it as a CD or a vinyl?
Vinyl.
So
I think all the vinyl stuff takes longer. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so,
true.
but they are shipping. So, The Spirit Adrift, Divided by Darkness, a band I didn't realize had come out early in the year. It's a band called Target or Target, but I'm guessing it's Target. Deep Water Flames. They're a Chilean kind of prog tech death band. I'm not a huge tech death fan, but I do like this album a lot. I think there's a lot of melody to it. And in the last two, it's band. I'm sure I'm saying this wrong. They're from Norway. It's Umpfell, I think. It's called As the Waters Cover the Sea. It's kind of a prog rock, prog metal band. And surprisingly, maybe it's starting with me first. A boatload of Uhtcearu, the new one, Madison Creation, preparing for the show. So
that's a very Norwegian. As the waters cover the sea, it's very close to us. The fire and fire swept clean the earth. So we'll have to smash those two together. Probably some Norwegian, probably some Viking prophecy. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. But
I just looked up Pelican on Bandcamp. It officially releases June 7th.
Right.
Like I mentioned, but it just
it's
lucky bastard.
Early. Yeah, dude. That's pretty fucking early.
And yes, I agree. It's by far, after one listen, the heaviest thing they've done in a long time. They dip into the first two albums and two EPs sound, but it's also there's a lot of new stuff on here that they haven't ever done before.
They had now that I think about it, didn't Decibel do a thing? And I think I remember them talking about in Decibel how this one was going to be heavy as fuck. I'm trying to remember where I read that.
That does sound familiar.
There are moments where I swear it's the first EP.
Which was great, dude. That was like when that came out, dude. That was like right when my ISIS love was super, super high, and so that like fit in really well with that.
Pelican has a really special place in my heart because I moved out in Chicago in 2000, and they were one of the first shows I ever saw, metal shows here.
They're from there, right?
They're from here. Now they're scattered now. They don't all live here now, but they're still considered a Chicago band.
Did you ever run into any of them?
Oh yeah, dude. I've talked to them. I've gotten pics from them and all kinds of stuff. They've just given me stuff. Cool. But I almost always talk to them after the show and just hang out and have a beer or something. It's great.
Nice.
It's really
What
fun.
kind of pics?
Obviously. And I assume they're obviously nice guys, cool guys.
Oh, they're super nice.
Cool.
Yeah, they're really nice and humble. And I think it's been a while since they did a Pelican project because they've all been doing kind of other things. Because they don't.
3 or 13, I think. Has it been that long? Seems like it.
I think it's maybe 12 even.
As different as they are, they kind of remind me of Pig Destroyer in just the arc of their career, and that they kind of have this weird legendary status, and people sit around and just hope that there's going to be one in the next 10 years, and then it comes out and everybody thinks it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, it was 2013. Last one, Forever Becoming.
So, and I saw them last year, and they played 5 of the new songs, and so I got to talk to them afterwards, and they actually had the set list that they put down, and they gave that to me, so I knew what the songs were before even the album came out, and I got to hear them. So, and they were great. They play really good live. So, if you guys get a chance to see them,
I've seen them a number of times.
I'm under the distinct
new
impression
stuff, that's really good.
Something tells me this is going to frequent some lists on this pod this year.
Well,
it's going to be on my list for sure. It might be June album of the month for me. I don't know. Well,
I haven't heard it yet, but I do like them. So, but everything you guys are saying, I'm expecting to love it.
It's interesting. Just one last quick thing, so we can get going here. But Russian Circles is also releasing an album this year, and I like Russian Circles more than Pelican. But I love Pelican, so it's kind of a cool year for that kind of instrumental, sludgy post metal stuff. So
the Russian Circles song that they released is awesome.
Yeah,
it's really good. I pre-ordered the vinyl, so
yeah,
I'm into
very
it.
Cool.
Also, Chicago band.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. What are you listening to? I was like, oh, hello. I'm sorry. Where am I? Is this a show? What's going on?
Whoa. Are we recording?
Are we recording right now?
The guy's convinced himself he was watching a movie on his laptop.
It was like Elaine Staley saying "Will."
Oh, sorry.
Metalheads podcast.
Metalhead Butler.
We never did.
We never did.
Oh, I'm sure we'll do it a number of times in about a month.
So I think you will collectively all say, well, what the fuck took you so long? But I did finally get into Uhtcearu, Cult Impact, son. I finally bought that, and I was like, what took me so long?
No, I was a late bloomer on that. Did you get the newest one?
I mean, were you in like 10th grade when you got hair on your nuts or something?
Honestly, I'm still kind of waiting for that, Will.
I'm also listening to local DC kind of like tech death band Myopic, self-titled album, and they are going to headline the Atlas Benefit Show on June 15th. So the Atlas Benefit Show is actually just, hey, we're gonna have a show, and the money's actually gonna go back to Atlas, so we can pay for the stage and the sound system and the lights and everything that we've been.
Cool.
Wait, that's the Basilisks playing that show, right?
Yeah, and Bloodsport from Philly.
Basilisk, be careful with those guys.
They're awesome.
Don't look straight at them.
Yeah, for sure.
Isn't that? Am I got that wrong about the Basilisk?
No, you're right.
I think if you look at it, you turn into a stone or something.
I saw Harry Potter.
But I mean, hey, fuck it. Take your chances, Will. Don't worry about it. You don't need to know this, I guess.
Yeah, I've only emailed them, so I'm good.
Okay.
Next one, Thonian Horde. Album Downfall. They're kind of like a thrashy, blackened, deathened, sort of a little bit of everything band. Really good. I think Decibel mentioned them in either one of their like online articles or maybe actually in the print. I'm not sure. And then another local band, Etmors, ET space MORS. They're kind of like a doom band, synth doom band. They're gonna play. They've played Atlas a million times. They're gonna play again soon. And they just released an album today called Lux in Morte.
Translate. Anybody can translate that? I can.
Well, in Morte is like in death. Lux. I don't know if that's like luxury or like Luxembourg or
no, it's like L-I-G-T.
I would
Oh,
like a
like Light
luxurious
and Death?
death.
Yeah, Light and Death.
Oh yeah, like loose, like in Spanish it's loose. Okay, that makes sense. And then the next 1, 2, 3, 5 albums I'm about to mention will probably make my mid-year, possibly my year-end list.
Oh.
Hate, Oric Gates of Vélez. Man, I fucking love that band. I mean, they're like Behemoth before they started having kids singing. You don't have to skip any songs. It's great.
Jesus Christ. That, by the way, that needs to go on the joke script. On the joke script now, Black Album and children singing.
Yes. Children singing on a metal album or Ace Ass or Ace Ass Rape.
It's going up. Yeah.
You know, Scott Travis has been at Judas Priest for 29 years.
The Black Album's not that bad.
Oh my God, it's fucking
full circle. Hey, who was it that told us about that Ordos record, by the way?
Yeah, it was me.
No, it was John.
John did.
Just because you weren't listening doesn't mean I didn't tell you.
Weirdly enough,
I love it. We actually had the argument.
On a slight tangent, but the new Ordos record, The End, I wasn't as enthused about it as the last one, but then when I got it on vinyl and started spinning, I'm like, oh, I kind of like this a little bit more now.
Dude, you came around. Me too. That record is
way more of a grower.
It is. But when it grows, it's there for you all of a sudden.
Yeah. Hey, hashtag me too.
Hashtag uncomfortable silence. Okay, go ahead.
So my next one I'm listening to is Throne Hammer, Usurper of the Oaken Throne. Holy shit! Like, so
is that the pre-Glory Hammer days?
I know we got this as a promo, and I looked at the song. I looked at the name of the band. I'm like, Throne Hammer. I'm like, okay, this is like some sort of like dick joke hammer thing, glory hammer, glory hole, whatever. I'm like, and then I finally put it on one day. I'm like, wait, this is nothing like I was expecting, and I actually really fucking like this, like a lot.
Awesome.
This is definitely a lister for me, probably a year-end lister. Like I really like this Throne Hammer album. Usurper of the Oaken Throne. As cheesy as that sounds, like it's probably like a soundtrack to the Frozen 2 Disney album.
Soon.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Matt's got the date. Yeah.
Dude, don't worry. My daughter already said she doesn't want to see it. So I'm like, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing here too.
Yes.
We'll see if that lasts.
The trailer looks really good.
They're too cool for
Why don't they want to see it?
As mentioned before, Crips Cadaver Circulation.
So good.
Oh, it's really fucking good. And then obviously, well, I'll leave this one for last, but then just released today the 1914, which if you remember from the year-end episode, I think I called it 1949. I said, like, fucking tell me I'm right saying this one wrong. And I'm like, 1949. Like, no, it's 1914. Anyway, The Blind Leading the Blind.
That just came out? I thought that came out like forever ago.
It was released today.
Well, maybe we had the promo or something.
We had the promo, I think.
Okay.
Or something. But anyway,
Album.
Whether
Good
it was
album.
released today or nothing, I'm fucking digging it. I love the fact that everything is about World War One. It's great. And then last, of course, not least, is Uhtcearu, Madness, and Creation.
Sweet.
And that's all I got to say about that.
That's all I was going to say about that. All right.
Really, can I interrupt you for 1 second, Jay?
Please.
Does the song "Where the Monkeys" count as a self-titled song for the Monkeys?
Sure. Yeah. It's a bit of a declaration. I mean, it's more of a declaration than a
It's like a reverse segue.
Which also, so I have to say that Motorhead has a song called Motorhead and called We Are Motorhead. So they're doubling up on that one.
You know, I just remembered you mentioned earlier, Jay, Dimmu Borgir also has a self-titled song, I believe. It just came into my head.
You know, we might be playing this game for years, boys.
New ones just keep popping into my head.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Hey, Will, that 1914 came out in November last year.
I don't know. It said it was released.
It's probably
today.
like a re-release, or like they changed labels, or got on a label, or something.
Crazy.
That happens all the time.
Or got kicked off.
Happens all the time.
Yeah.
Will, what year
regardless,
do you think it is?
This is not new releases. This is what we listened to lately. So I bought it today,
I just didn't
and that's what I
was
listened to lately.
concerned you would put it on your mid-year list, and I didn't want you to have to go through
Hey,
that.
look, I'm not pulling a Washburn, okay? I'm going to
But hey, on a technicality, Will, it was indeed released this year. So,
Yes.
All right. I'll get through my list pretty quick here. Some of what's been already mentioned. That new Vader EP that just made it into the box is worth everybody's time. It's always Vader is always awesome. Vader, dude. Yeah, but they're always, they're consistent. But it's an EP to be warn you all.
When I was leaving the Slayer show and I sat 45 minutes in the parking garage trying to leave, I just listened to that on loop. It was awesome.
Fucking great.
I just need to mention too that they're supposed to have a full length by the end of the year too.
Okay, I was wondering, because this seemed like a weird move to me.
Yeah, I love Vader. Love Vader.
And they're one of those bands that just like they're like Goat Whore. You can just look in the direction every couple of years, and they're putting out a cool, consistent record.
Mm-hmm.
The aforementioned Deathspell Omega, I think, is a really pretty special record that's super layered and deep. So I hope that everybody's checking that out and giving it some time. Gall's Weird, I've been listening to. Already mentioned being pretty impressed with that. Very impressed with that. Snuck out under the radar for me, Entombed, the whole Clandestine album live, plus a couple other tracks from different albums. It was really fucking fun to listen to. Like, just we'll take you back in time a little bit and remind you how much you might like Entombed if you do. At the end of the day, the truth is I like every different genre, man, I have of metal. And I think I proved that by my lists and the things I bring up. But at the end of the day, if it's fast and satanic, I'm into it. Possessed, new album, is so fucking good, dude.
You love that album, Jay.
It's so heavy, dude. Well, but it's rooted in the past for me. And I would say this. It stands hand in hand with the Carcass comeback and the Celtic Frost comeback, and closer to the Celtic Frost in that it's the best thing they've ever done. Monotheist is the best Celtic Frost record. This is the best Possessed record. So, but
I would agree with that actually.
Yeah, I mean, and they have to be in your wheelhouse, or you have to be in their wheelhouse. But it's fucking great, dude. And I just love his voice, and there's a lot of hooks to what he does with his singing, and they're great songs. Arch Matheos, not unlike John, I'm spinning that a lot. The Dark Throne we just got, but I've already listened to it a couple times. The Full of Hell, Matt mentioned. I've also been listening to that. George somehow convinced me on one of his diatribes to check out the last one, which I did, based on his passion. And the new one's good. And then finally, as mentioned, I went to Canada this last week, and it just started the Rush fire. So I've been listening to Rush a bunch, and I'm kind of focusing on the middle. You can always look at albums like Led Zeppelin 4 and stuff and be like, yeah, I mean, we're all like the deep tracks guys, right? So we're like, you're not going to choose 4 as your favorite one. But you know what? Moving Pictures is an amazing fucking record, dude. And
it looked like you had a blast on that trip.
It was amazing.
What was your favorite part of it, Jay?
The high cold places, dude. Just it's the shoulder season there, which is to say it's neither the high tourist season for summer nor winter.
Right.
So it's like not that populated, and we stayed in this amazing hotel for a discount rate because of that. And it's just so there's not a million people, and it's almost like going to Europe because it's in the Rockies there. They had the Swiss Alpine guides come and help them set things up and kind of work out how they built hotels and stuff. So it's like European hotels. And half the people speak French, And I don't know. It's just beautiful, man. Canada, and everybody's friendly there. Yeah. Beautiful sights everywhere you went. But so I've been listening to Rush, basically everything. But which also there's Hemisphere's 40th anniversary is about to be released, so I pre-ordered that.
Wait.
Or no, maybe it was Farewell to. I'll have to look at it.
Yeah, those are both out.
What was the one? Oh, it's the Moving Pictures that's getting ready to come, I think. No, that's not that one. I'll have to look and see whichever one it was. That was on their website. But I don't know how. John is probably the only other real Rush fan on this, maybe other than me.
I mean, I love Rush.
I like Rush.
I saw them live a few times. So.
Me too. But if and what's your favorite Rush album, John? And I'll just tell you right now, I would probably, based on all of the travels of my life, meaning other things have been favorites at different times, 2112, it might be Hemispheres for me.
Mine is probably Farewell to Kings.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm kind of pimping them right now and saying if you're one of our listeners who doesn't really, maybe not our age, you should probably know about more about Rush than you do. You should go back and check out everything from the beginning up through at least Vital Signs.
Well, even if you don't like them, their influence on so many metal bands and so many genres is pretty wide and far.
And say what you will.
I mean, I like some of their later stuff too. I like
even
Vapor Trails and Counterparts, and I mean, I like most
Presto
of
was
albums.
good. Presto, Roy.
I really like Presto.
No, but also Presto was great, and they, I even like the '80s keyboard period. I like Hold Your Fire. I like them all. I like that. I really. You don't like Hold Your Fire, John?
No.
What about A Show of Hands, though? The stuff they do on A Show of Hands, the live album? Nicely done, George. I will now defer. Well, I agree with you. They were pretty far. I mean,
that's the beauty of a band like Rush that has 30 some albums. Everyone's got their own favorites.
I like how
Rush is like a
John
box of chocolates.
John turned into a grumble beast.
It's after midnight. He's changed.
He did.
No, but that doesn't surprise me. I mean, those are difficult albums.
I mean, look, it's not a Black Album reaction. It's just maybe not my.
Well, I mean, it was when the keyboards took over, and so their balls were gone. George, I give you the floor, my sir.
Okay. So the first one is one that I'm betting nobody has listened to. I have. And I think you should.
Is it because you're the only one who got it?
Well, I bought it. Yeah. So I probably can't pronounce it the way it's supposed to be, but Albez Duz, Albez, and then new word, Duz.
Yeah, that sounds wrong, George.
Albez Duz. No, I have no idea. I tried to look it up. They're a German doom band. This is their fourth album. It's really good. It's probably going to be on a list. You might want to check it out.
We need to be able to spell it.
That's why I give you the spelling. ALBEZ space DUZ.
Matt, is that a Lovecraft reference?
Possibly.
I feel like it might be.
Possibly.
So then how the hell do you pronounce it?
Different.
I think it's more of a love shack.
Oh, I can't help you with that. I can't pronounce it.
Did I tell you it was Enigmatic Rights was the name of the album?
I like how Will woke up just to give us a B-52s reference.
He's muted.
It is after midnight. It's late.
Yeah, I'm getting really
It's only on
tired.
A.
I have to show you something real quick to interrupt George's flow, but only because we're talking about Lovecraft and that and stuff. And we're with Ransi Pazuzu, who Pazuzu comes up so often in metal, and I wanted to point out on the new Possessed album. See that?
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
the Orange Demon.
Yeah, Pazuzu. So that shows up on so many metal things.
Yeah, which is, for those who don't know, the movie The Exorcist.
Okay then. Full of Hell, Weeping Choir. I like this album. But if you're going to write an album that's like under half an hour, maybe there's several tracks that are just noise. It's cool noise. But if you're going to do the noise tracks, maybe add a couple more songs because it's a little short. But it is awesome. So,
yeah, fair enough.
Another one that I cannot pronounce, and I tried to look it up today, and oh well, it is what it is. Meforish, Shem Ha Meforish, the fourth album.
You got it.
That's good.
Okay,
Swedish black metal.
I can kind of help you out. On this, George. But I don't know if it's right. But you know how I use the swim pod? It's a shuffle. So when you push a button, so you can. But sometimes when I put new records on it, I push the identify button and it tells you what it is, and they pronounce it Meforish, but they also pronounce shit all kinds of weird ways. So that's the way it's pronounced by
Jay, that's how I pronounce it in my head. Mefarash.
Yeah,
it's so like Arabic / Jewish religious thing. I couldn't quite nail down what it was, but
it is good. It is.
It might actually be pronounced nothing like it's spelled.
It's really good, George. It's long, but it's really great.
Yeah. It's black metal, but it's kind of slowish, but it's hugely epic, and yeah, it's awesome.
Well, you made a White Walkers reference to it when you posted it, and that was well done because it is.
That's right. I forgot about
that kind of thing. Yeah, it's got a sweeping. That was the thing that got me to listen to it. So you need to do more shit like that.
I was expressing my inner Marcus on.
Was well done.
Probably with an accent.
Yes, and done poorly. But next is the Possessed album. When I first listened to it, I was like, meh, it's all right. But I've been listening to it a lot, and it's been growing on me. So there you go. Jay can be happy.
I can only ask you to try.
Spirit Adrift album, Divided by Darkness. I haven't been a big fan of the band in the past, but like the Possessed album, this one's growing on me. And finally, yes, the last one already, number 6, Valborg Zentrum. It's the 7th album from a German progressive death doom band. I've picked up their last few albums, and every time a new one comes out, I grab it, and I'm not disappointed.
You know, as the only previous fan that I'm aware of, what do you think of that Stellar Master League?
I like it. I didn't like it
kind of introduced
immediately because I was like, this doesn't seem quite the same. It's a little different from the last album. But that, to keep using the same phrase over and over again, has been growing on me. So
awesome. I want to give another pitch to those of us who did not catch on to the Ordos right away. Try it again.
I tried it the other day.
Couldn't do it.
Nope.
It's way better on vinyl. I don't know what it was. There was a switch when I listened to it on vinyl. It was just like, because the what was the first one?
House of the Dead.
Yeah, House of the Dead was. Heavier. I mean, I think it is still a superior album to The End, which is the new one, but The End definitely grew on me when I got it on vinyl and put it on the record player. Yeah. I'm not sure what it was. Maybe it was just my mood. Maybe it was just my kids throwing their horns. Maybe it was because my wife is out of town and I can listen wherever the fuck I want. But yeah.
It's a solid album. Do you think it elevates to your list, though, Will?
It's on mine.
It is.
As of right now, it's on my list, but it may be.
It's a long year.
Yeah. It may not.
It might be on mid-year, but not on the final.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of shit that's on the mid-year that never survives.
It gets dumped like 2 weeks later.
Yeah, not only that, but you're like, what was I thinking? And not because it's bad, but because something so much better comes out.
Right.
Yeah, like I said,
it's my first time doing it. I've never done a mid-year before.
Yeah, so you're fucked. Prepare to embarrass yourself. Yeah, dude. Yeah, because at the end of the year, you're gonna feel that way about something.
Yeah, get the red pen of death out because most of that shit's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I'd like to think that we're gonna get one more episode in before mid-year, but mid-year is only a little over a month away. All right, so there you have it, and here we are at the end.
Yeah, I just want to say, John, that the Iron Maiden top 5 was great. I liked it because I really had to think about it. I listened to a lot of songs. You know, I listened to Maiden a lot anyways, but there was stuff that I pulled out that I just hadn't listened to in a while, and I really enjoyed doing that. Thank you.
Yeah, it was one of my favorite ones. Thank you.
Also, you know, it was one of those ones where I think we all went for stuff that we feel kind of attached to, and it's nice to build a list like that. Like really, that's human interaction to be like, which are the ones that make you hum? That was so we should try to do more stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great. It was really good.
Yeah.
Keep it up, John.
I'm trying.
No pressure.
All right. Well, here we are. Anything else before we go?
Metalheads podcast.
Metalheads podcast.
Take our picture, get us some beer. TR blow me. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, I happen to. Are we done? Is that it? Did we just wrap it up? You know what? Can I suggest you edit it right there?
Well, I'm going to be like, yeah, we'll see you next time.
raihtu leho. Skes dega gip. Fast samtuneas mauhu. An istiu sam sihu.